Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jennifer C. at HomeLifeCultureLink.com, Nino Simeka at MortgageGodfather.ca, and Jewelry Forever at JewelryForever.ca. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Happy birthday to us. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 104, which just happens to be our 2-year birthday. Wow.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey. Thanks, fellas, and thank you all for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Scott Dion Brown, and I'm joined as always by the greatest co-host in all the galaxy, the one, the only,
Regine Alaina. Happy birthday, Scott. Well, not you, but happy birthday to the Sit Down.
Yes.
That's crazy. 2 years.
It is
2
crazy.
years.
Happy birthday to us both, Regine.
Yay.
As you can see, I spared no expense on the decorations.
I have one.
We both spared no expense on the decorations. They look fantastic.
I could have put a birthday banner, but when I realized it, I just got lazy.
No, it looks good. I've had this same bag of balloons in like the kitchen drawer for years. So I just went and looked and I'm like, yes, and I'm surprised they still blow up. So it's good.
At least they still work.
Yes. Regine, I think we should bring in our guests right away. We've already heard them, and we know them well, and I just think we got to get this party started. So, our guests, everybody, this is kind of, well, not kind of, it is. This is a yearly tradition with these guests because they have been here on this same weekend. This is their third year in a row, right? Mm-hmm. And normally, this would be is Grey Cup Sunday, right? Normally, it would be. Is that accurate? Yeah. So, but obviously there is no Grey Cup this year because the CFL season got canceled. But we still had to have our special party, our special. Well, if I say the name of the weekend, then I'll say who the guest is. But that's okay, ladies and gentlemen. Joining us here for Silver Lining Weekend, Silver Lining.
I love how
Hello,
you guys
gentlemen.
are all outside, and I love that you're all social distancing and taking advantage of the somewhat spring/summer weather in fall.
Absolutely.
Huge day.
Unbelievable.
Well,
It's a little bit misleading, you know. I feel like I'm just coming out of the dark, verging into spring, but the other way around.
I legit went outside in sandals yesterday, and then I looked around at people around me, and they're all wearing like sneakers. I'm like, oh well.
Yeah.
I'll be that person.
Yesterday was so super warm.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went for a nice walk. It was beautiful. I walked around. Me and my girlfriend took a nice walk around, and we went. It was just. I had to take my jacket off, which I was very happy about.
Why would you even bring a jacket when it was 20 degrees out?
I didn't know. I didn't know until we left. I didn't realize until we had left.
Okay.
You don't have to justify fashion.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you know what? Plus, my winter jacket is really cool looking. It's actually really cool. I love my winter jacket.
You tell yourself that. I'm kidding.
It's good. I'll show it to you later. It's really nice. But people, I guess before we start, or we've already started. But because it's our 2-year birthday, I'm gonna make myself a nice drink. I made one of these. Well, Garson, you were here celebrating our 100th episode recently.
Yep.
And I made one of these on that episode as well. So I'm going to make myself an old-fashioned. So let's get that rolling.
So while you do that, how have you guys been?
Ding, 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 ding.
Good. We've been really good, thanks.
Just watching Scott make this old fashioned with like free pouring, that's nice.
Love it.
Wait, Scott,
That
did
was
you
exactly
eat?
No, I haven't eaten
Because
anything.
you didn't eat on our 100th episode. Like, if you watch the episode, you can see the alcohol working in his mind.
It's part of the experience. It's part of the
It was
experience.
a 3-hour episode, you guys. So you should have seen
That's
him
true.
in the beginning and then watched till the end. There's difference.
Well, those are fun episodes. Like I watched back some of our older episodes, like where we had in person, and when we would the episodes where we were making alcoholic drinks, and you can
I
really
was never
see like
in
the
that.
atmosphere. Oh. Well, yeah, I guess you were away for some of them. But yeah, it's like the atmosphere changes. It gets just more and more raucous towards the end. It's a good time.
Actually,
good
no,
time.
I think I was at one, and it was the Christmas one where you made eggnog. But
Yeah, eggnog.
I
We made
can
eggnog.
control
Yeah.
myself at 11 in the morning.
11 a.m. Everybody. All right, there we go. So I got.
Proper.
I got.
I mean, if the Grey Cup is going on, you'd be, most likely have
A drink.
effervescent
Yeah.
adult pop.
There we go, people.
Oh,
Intrigue.
All right, cheers.
cheers.
I got coffee. Cheers.
I'll go.
Cheers to you all.
I'm going with booze.
Oh, beauty.
Oh.
What are you guys drinking?
Oh, sorry.
Those look like red beverages.
Caesars.
Oh, Caesar.
See, I could do that
Actually,
in
I
the
would-
morning
Caesar, coffee, orange juice.
to balance diet.
Yeah.
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 It's balanced.
Yeah. I've got old fashioned tea
Perfect.
and then water.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Key ingredient.
I just have
The
coffee.
There you
threes.
go.
Always threes.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
always gotta be- yeah.
I need 2 more things. I got coffee. I'll be back later with 2 other items.
okay. Well, actually, Regine, speaking of beverages, business is booming for you.
Business is exploding because they're chocolate bombs. But yes, it's
Yeah.
been busy. I was actually telling the guys off the show that you guys know last week I launched Deliciousness Treats, which is chocolate bombs, handmade through a pandemic. But don't worry, I wear gloves and a mask. You guys are safe. I just took that in. No, it's been busy. I've had this upcoming week, I have 36-ish bombs to make. And then next week I have an order of 22 bombs. So it's keeping me busy.
So, can you explain this? Chocolate bombs. Like, how do I apply my chocolate bomb to my diet?
Oh, you just drink it whenever. And the best part is you mix it with milk. So you are getting your calcium intake.
Oh my gosh. So would you heat your milk up first and then put your bomb in? Is that how it goes?
So what
So-
you can, I've done that because I'm lazy, and if I'm not recording a video, then yeah, I just pop it in there. But what you should do is do you want me to make one live?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. That's so
Okay,
good.
so take me off camera and then I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
That's gonna be my second
yeah,
beverage in hand. I'll be back.
Oh my god. We're gonna get
Perfect.
there.
Yeah, you get
1 second.
you really get the full experience when you see it get made. Honestly, it's a magical experience when you see it. Regine gave me one to do live on the air when she first launched. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. But gentlemen, how have you guys been? It's been a year. So how has this year been for you guys?
It's been a really unique year, as I'm sure you have probably experienced as well.
It's been like a little bit different than usual,
Yeah.
I guess.
No, it took all of our plans and predictions, and it kind of dashed them and
On the rocks.
upon the rocks. But the nice thing is, true to our kind of to the name of our musical project, Silver Lining, we all kind of managed to find a way to turn it into something good. I've gone camping, I think, more this year than I have in my entire life. We went on a bike trip from Peterborough, Ontario to Ottawa. We went
Whoa.
sailing for days on end. We went camping. It was so much outdoor time. Musically speaking, it was a huge inspiration and experience. And now that we're kind of finding ourselves in the fall, we're starting to slowly burgeon into translating that on page. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my summary.
Yeah.
My
that pretty much
Cole's
sums it
notes.
up. It's the blessing has been that it's been sort of the trip that you never had the time to take, or the series of trips that you never had the time to take. You're like, well, I guess
Mhm.
imagine it, and particularly from a creative perspective, there was a lot of material gathered that we otherwise would like synthesize or, kind of try to take a small piece of it and extrapolate more. But we got to just like take the time and do it properly, and with some really cool opportunities to like visit campsites that we would not otherwise be able to.
Yeah.
So it's been
Yeah.
kind of like, guys, or maybe even a silver lining to an otherwise adverse experience.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Well, that's the thing. It has been. I mean, we've had a bunch of artists on here during this pandemic, and it's like it's been a weird time in that. Yeah, there's every artist I find is finding different ways or different outlets to like use this newly found kind of forced downtime, I guess.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have been taking on new projects, new hobbies, and those sorts of things. And yeah, I like you guys have been embracing the great outdoors, which is something we've sort of had to do in order to stay social and
Yeah.
everything like that.
It was really cool. It's been really cool. We've done like this summer. I went scuba diving in an Ontario lake. I've been sailing. I've been bike tripping. I've been backpacking. I've been camping. Steven actually got these really cool rigs where it's a big bicycle pump, and you pump air into this little compressed tank, and it's just got a little mouthpiece on it, and you just gives you about 5 minutes of air, 5-10 minutes of air, and
Oh,
pump it up on the sailboat, jump off the side, and just go look around in Balsam Lake or wherever you're at.
That sounds like fun.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool. Garth and Jonathan did a night dive actually.
That was amazing.
Yeah. It was really super murky.
Wow.
Like you can't really see much. It's but it was cool. I actually got some cool videos of it too. Around in
awesome.
the marsh.
It was really.
I've never been scuba diving at all,
Me neither.
but
Oh, Scott, you have to try it.
It's so cool.
I've been snorkeling. Does
Yeah.
that count?
well, it's like the beginning of scuba
Exactly.
diving, I guess. Actually, I've been snorkeling a couple times. Actually, one time when I was a kid, me and my brother, my parents rented in the summer. They used to rent a cottage, that we would go up and just stay up there for a week, and we would snorkel around there. And I remember one time we were like snorkeling around, and suddenly there was a giant turtle just like
Did it snap at
coming
you?
towards us. I'm not sure, but I got super scared. I was like, turtle! And then my brother was like, where? And I was like,
you think it was a ninja turtle?
Anyway, I hope so. Maybe I was a pre-mutated ninja turtle.
Maybe.
He's probably a ninja turtle now. But I've never been scuba diving. I would love to go down there and explore underneath the below the surface.
It's really cool. Yeah, it's really, really fun. Really meditative. By the way, if you hear any rustling or barking or fun times behind us, this is Bo.
Oh, it's not your brother?
Yeah, hey Bo.
This is Bo. He is the
Hey buddy.
12-week-old sheepadoodle.
Oh, so cute.
Ooh,
She's
only 12
my
weeks.
summer adventure.
Oh,
So she's here too.
what a adorable. Hello, Bo. Bo's.
He's feeling the drink.
Scott,
Huh?
how's the old fashioned?
You know what? It's lovely. It's good. Last time I didn't have a spoon, so I remembered this time. So because last time I think all the syrup kind of sat on the bottom. So at least I've mixed it around now. But it's the balance is pretty good. The balance is pretty good.
Nice. Oh, here, before the milk cools down.
Well, let's go.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Regine, you've got it. All right,
So,
do it.
I realized I didn't have any clear mugs, so I'll do what Scott did last week and put it in a measuring cup. So this one is my latest one that I just released. So this is an After 8, like the chocolate bar.
After 8 flavor. Okay.
Pop it in. Can you see?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not advertised. There you go. So you see it right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pour the milk as carefully.
So you pour hot milk right on top of it there. Yes.
Can you see it? Why are you not oh, there you go.
Oh.
And so
And then it'll explode.
it's already exploded. Hang on. Let me figure this
There you
out. 1 second. There you go.
Whoa!
See, and there's like marshmallows, everything. Yeah.
It's full of marshmallows.
Ta-da. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's filled with marshmallows.
It was the marshmallows that really kind of like made it a magical experience for me.
Yeah.
Because when I first saw the video, I was like, oh, neat, chocolate, and then it goes, and it's like, wait, it's a fully luxurious, hot chocolate creation now.
And so
It's
this
everything.
s'mores flavor has the mini marshmallows plus regular marshmallows just because it's s'mores.
Yeah.
And then I have a unicorn one, which is white chocolate that turns pink.
Oh,
And if you really wanted to pair it up with anything, you could pair it up with tequila rose because it's also pink.
my goodness.
Yeah. And speaking of boozy ones, there's another boozy one coming. Oh yeah.
I'm not sure yet, or I might do them as gift sets, but if you would like to make a adult-friendly hot chocolate, you can add Kahlua or Bailey's, or I heard amaretto is good with hot chocolate. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Mm.
Yeah.
And now,
There you
now
go.
I have another drink.
What was your inspiration to start making these chocolate balls?
I just saw them all over the place, and I was like, I wonder how easy it is to make, and it's
Yeah.
quite simple. So there you go.
That's awesome.
And the best part is like I'm not a big chocolate person, so it's not gonna tempt me that they're all in my fridge. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's very strong of you.
I mean, if it was like chocolate or strawberries dipped in chocolate, then it would be a different story. But
Absolutely. But even
I love
Yeah, but
chocolate.
that would be
I love
not all the time.
Yeah.
Or maybe pulling on them out of the fridge.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Maybe just have a bite of one. I
Maybe
wonder,
cut one up. Bye.
I wonder what that experience is
The chocolate chips before you melt them.
like.
I don't eat chocolate.
Yeah, she actually is not
I
a
don't
chocolate
like
person.
chocolate.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like I like
Which actually,
white chocolate. I like cookies and cream. I like caramel chocolate. I like pretzels and strawberries dipped in chocolate. But give me a
Whoa.
chocolate bar and I'll give it back to you.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Interesting. What about
Yeah.
chocolate and peanut butter? Like Reese's Pieces?
No.
No.
Oh no.
I love Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces are great candy.
Yes.
I could eat those for every meal.
Yes, honestly.
Yeah.
honestly.
Or the peanut butter cups.
Oh, the peanut, yeah.
Even mealier.
You know what
Yeah,
it is?
peanut butter
I think,
cups too. Yeah.
I think because my brother is allergic to peanuts that we didn't really have them in the house. So I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that
eat
makes
them.
sense.
But I do like Ferrero Rocher. But I mean, he doesn't have to eat them. So
Or
it's
those-
okay.
Apple ball things?
The hazelnut ones with like a cookie inside.
Yeah. Delicious.
But yeah,
But she's not. So not really a chocolate person.
It
I love
does look-
candy.
Sorry.
No.
Is that Link behind you? Yes.
But he's
Oh
also-
yeah. Oh yeah. That's Link.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Link riding his horse. Link riding a horse.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's Ipona.
Ipona.
Yeah, I think that's Epona. I mean, I know it was Epona in like in Ocarina of Time. I don't know if he still always rides Epona, but that's probably Epona. I mean, I know it changes game to game.
Oh, okay.
Ocarina of Time, spelt with a TH.
Wow.
Cooking show.
That was the sequel.
Ocarina of Time.
That was the second one where you made delicious recipes.
Yeah.
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 The most popular Zelda game ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, Cooking Mama was popular.
That's true. Actually,
Cooking
there are
Mama was
a bunch of
popular,
cooking.
So therefore,
That's true.
Cooking Mom?
Cooking
Cooking
Mama.
Mama.
What's that?
It was another game. It's another video game.
Really?
That's the only one I played.
Yeah,
Whoa.
there've been a few like I think Cooking Mama, you're like you have to like you're running like a bakery or something or a restaurant or whatever, and then customers come to the thing and you have to like grab all the ingredients and make them their food, and it's a whole game.
Whoa. Cool.
Yeah. Cooking
Scott.
games are
Parappa the
Sorry. In
Oh,
the beginning of the show, when you had your mug out, Garson was actually asking where he can get a mug. If you want to plug that in.
yeah.
teespring.com/the sit down mug, and Ali5878 just followed on DLive. Hi, welcome to the follow, welcome to the stream. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for tuning in.
Hi.
Yeah, but yeah, you can get a mug at teespring.com/the sit down mug.
Okay, so next time
Sip
that we
like a
sit down
champion.
with the sit down, the three of us will
We
also
should
have
have-
mugs. That's
You're gonna bring your own mugs to the
Ooh.
Yeah.
studio.
There you go.
yeah. Bring your own mug.
You know what fits in the
BYOM.
mug? A chocolate bomb.
Hey, can you bring
Yeah.
up some more? Awesome. Even
That's
this.
true. A chocolate bomb fits perfectly. Yes.
I was just
Oh,
saying.
she was saying a chocolate bomb fits perfectly in the mugs.
Yes.
And what were you saying?
I was just saying. Steven has just stood up to kindly go and get us some more coffee because of all our talks about mugs. You know. A little thirst for coffee going on.
That's
Yeah.
Have you
fair.
ever put a chocolate bomb in coffee, or I should say, have you ever poured hot coffee over a chocolate bomb?
Oh.
I have a mocha flavored one that has coffee in it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But again, if you want to zhuzh it up, you can put a chocolate. It's like a mocha. Make your own mocha. Take a
Yeah.
chocolate bomb, put it in your coffee.
Yeah.
I've actually done that.
Yeah.
And it
My
tastes pretty
girlfriend
good.
is a big fan. My girlfriend's a big fan of the mocha one. So
Yeah,
like
she
so
is.
when we debuted it recently on the show, you gave us a couple, two of each, right? Two of mine, right? But so she had the mocha that first day, and she liked it so much, so she's been saving it. She was actually telling me, she's like, yeah, I've saved it, and I'm gonna have it this morning. So she's having it today when she wakes up.
That's awesome.
Yeah. She loves the mocha. She loves the mocha. Oh, we have some people in the chat. I should say hi to them. Maria Brown, my mom, says, good morning. Morning, Mom.
Good
morning.
Morning. Greg Nagara. Nagara is in the chat. He says, congrats.
Thanks.
Wishing us a 2-year happy birthday. Thanks, Greg. Hey, Greg, how are you? We got to get you guys on here soon.
Your last
Greg of...
When was he last on?
He did.
When we were last on together on the sit down, I think Greg won the watch.
He did.
That's
Oh,
right.
good.
That's right. You guys raffled it off. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. He did win that watch.
Garson
Greg,
gave
yeah,
away
we'll get it-
a ring last time he was on the show.
We did.
That's right.
Do that.
Garson's the giveaway king. That's what it is.
Wait, Carson and the Giveaway King. Some Flamenco band.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
He was born
Take
here.
the handles now before someone else steals them on social media.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll start like a Tito Puente style band.
Yes.
Brimba, 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 brimba. That'll be like my kind of front man sort of. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's beautiful.
Throwing
It's
some
beautiful. Oh, and Les McKenzie. Congrats. Good morning. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in for our 2-year anniversary birthday.
That's crazy.
Anniversary birthday. It's yeah.
How's this year been for you guys? How have you guys adjusted to, the curveball that the universe has thrown us?
You want to go first, Regine?
It's been interesting. I mean, we mentioned this on the show. Like, I am a very busy person and I hate being by myself. So being in self-quarantine or isolation, whatever you want to call it, it sucks. Like, I thrive off of people's energy, and being at home and just like enjoying my inner thoughts but not really enjoying them have really gotten the best of me. So being able to run this business and actually get to talk to people again and see people when they do porch pickups, it's been good for my mental health, let's put it that way.
Mhm.
How about you guys?
Excuse me.
Oh, thanks, God.
Or Scott? How about you, Scott? Sorry.
Oh, yeah. You know what? It's been. Obviously, I miss the same stuff as like just. The thing that I really miss, especially when it got nice and warm, was just patio season and like just going out and sitting like in a restaurant. Like I used to love, or a cafe. You just go sit in the cafe and like, or going to brunch. Like I used to love going to a breakfast place on a Saturday morning and just ordering eggs or like French toast. I miss those things.
Can't you make those at home?
Yeah, but it's not. There's something about going to like a nice, breakfast place like.
You know what I miss? Sorry, I miss all you can eat sushi. That's what I miss.
Ooh, true.
It doesn't miss you though.
No, it does.
No?
It does.
Like we just go in there and just destroy it and really do some damage, and they're like, "Oh, thank you so much for coming to our restaurant."
Glad you brought your app.
That's
Well,
true.
Price is right.
So kind of you
I
to
just saw about-
for so long before coming here.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I didn't eat for 3 days before this meal. and now I'm filling it all up now. Yeah. But yeah, so that's the thing. I mean, so I miss those little things like the restaurants. But like other than that, it's been weirdly it's there was a small adjustment period, but I kind of got used to it pretty quick. I mean, most of my work is at home anyway, which was lucky for me in that regard. Acting jobs dried up for a bit, but then the industry kind of adjusted, and now like the auditions have just all been online, but there are still auditions. And film sets, everyone wears a mask, but you know, people are kind of back to work. So it's, I guess the biggest change is I started online gaming. That would be the main thing, is I literally play video games now Monday to Friday, live streaming, which I wasn't doing before, which I started doing.
Cool.
That's been the biggest change. Yeah, it's
That's
been
really
fun. It's I jumped online literally because there was the one when it first started. We canceled that week's sit down and I felt weird that I wasn't live on like a Sunday. So just for fun, I jumped on and played a video game, and then some people showed up and watched, and I was like, hey, that was kind of cool. Maybe I'll try that again tomorrow. And more people showed up, and now I've kind of got this audience of people who come in and watch my video gaming streams, and I've been doing it Monday to Friday now for months. So.
Cool. What have you been changing play, or do you play the same game? What's your portfolio?
Yeah, so the main one I've been playing kind of sometimes usually 2 or 3 times a week is Brawlhalla, which is like a fighting game. And that one's just, it's like a free fighting game. Anyway, so I play that one, but then I also play others. Like I played my way through Cuphead. I played my way through Half-Life 2. I played Mega Man. I played
Pokemon.
I just finished Pokemon. That was my first time ever playing a Pokemon game, but some people requested the game, so I played through Pokemon Sword.
Oh, that's cool. People will make requests, and you'll go on and kind of do your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I won't. I'll try almost anything, but like, sorry.
Start?
Yeah, I think I'm ready to start my channel now.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, no,
I think I'm ready to give it all
fun.
up. That sounds nice.
It's a nice time. I mean, I never really fully understood what it was about or what the appeal was for people like regularly watching streamers, but now that I'm doing it and now that I've kind of the audience is tuning in, I understand now. It's I think I talked about it a little bit before, but it's got a feeling of I remember when I was a kid, you used to go to your friend's house and you would like, you know, play video games all together or whatever. And like I know when I was a kid, like when we'd play hockey, we would go after practice, we'd go to a friend's house and we'd play like N64, GoldenEye for like hours multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's that same appeal, whereas it's like, so these kids are at home playing a game, but you know, they get the feeling of that they're playing with a whole bunch of other people, you know? And so it's a cool relationship. It's
It's interesting because like I'll jump in and see what you're playing, and they'll be the exact same people in the chat. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're here.
There are regulars. There are kids and teenagers who come in, and it's like, you know, whatever Wednesday night they're playing their game, or sometimes they're playing the same game I'm playing, and they've got the stream on, and we're kind of interacting with each other as we're both playing these games. It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing.
You should get them to play Among Us with you. I feel like all of you would be really interesting to hear as he plays Among Us.
Have you guys heard of this game Among Us? Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
You have or haven't?
I have.
Yeah. Among Us, it's a pretty cool game in that it's a really simple concept. The graphics are not good or anything. It's just you control a person, and it's a multiplayer game, and you're all on a spaceship, right? And then in the spaceship, you all have your like little tasks to get done. But usually the game has about 10 people in it, ideally. And 1 or 2 of the people are randomly selected as the imposters. And their only job is to try to kill all the other members of the crew. And so then when you kill one of the members, once you discover a body, you have a meeting. And then we do it over voice chat, where you all have to meet together and you discuss who to vote off.
Yeah.
And so it's less about the game itself and more about like, because the imposters are obviously there, but nobody knows who they are. So they're trying to play the game of like, they're trying to convince you, or like maybe they're trying to throw blame on other people. And so there's a lot of intrigue. It's like, who's a good liar? who's like, okay, well, wait, I saw you over here. What were you doing? And it's like, oh no, I was with this guy. And like, it's just a cool dynamic of.
Scott sucks at
of,
lying, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely have a lying voice when we're playing it. But anyway, it's a fun game. It's yeah, I've been playing that one on Thursday nights. Well, let me think. I've been trying to get better at it, but like, usually I'll get caught when somebody will just point blank ask me, so what were you doing? And I'll be like, oh, I was just over. I was at the. I was just over there doing the. I was doing that over there, and they're like, okay, it's Scott. So.
Well, like, how do you trust your friends after that? Like, all the people that you play with, they all lie to you. Like, how do you trust them?
Yeah, that's true. I know. That's the thing they say about it, because it's like, if someone's trying to win the game, they'll be like, dude, like, honestly, it wasn't me. Like, it couldn't have been me. Like, it's obviously him. And then afterwards, you find out that guy was just straight up lying to your face, and you believed everything he said. Yeah, I know. It makes you question.
Or you to believe them, and then you're left with this feeling that your good friend was telling you the truth, and you just couldn't believe them. You just don't trust your friend enough to believe them.
This is why I don't play the game, because I don't want people to not trust me.
Yeah, it is fun though. It is fun. Regine, I think you should come in and play a game one time.
Yeah.
No.
Special guest.
Only if these guys play.
How fun would it be if we all played? Sounds like it's a get together and lie to each other a bit.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
We're not that close. I can lie to you.
And it's free. It's the game is free on mobile. So what you would want to do if you did want to play, you get it on mobile, and then you have to get it on Discord, because that way we can have voice chat, because it's awesome when it's voice chat, because it's like, okay, somebody found a body. Okay, we jump into a meeting, and it's like, okay, who was where? Who found the body? Where were you? What were you doing? It's just it's fun. It's like playing a murder. It's like playing Clue. It's like playing Clue is what it is.
I've never played Clue.
Do it.
Yeah.
I only played it a couple times, but I know what it is. You know.
Every time we'll choose Regine to be.
Yeah.
You can't pick. It randomizes it for you.
Yeah, the game picks, but you can choose to vote off the same person all the time.
He's gonna keep voting me off. I don't want to play anymore.
Guys, I think it was Regine.
I take it back. I thought we were closer than that, guys. Come on.
Old fashions, guys. Old fashions.
That's a nice Sunday.
It is. Although I'll be honest, if I had the stuff for a Caesar, I would have 100% made a Caesar.
Yeah.
I've never made. I don't know how to make a Caesar. Can someone teach me? I order it all the time.
Yeah.
Well,
Carson, teach me how to make a Caesar.
Salt and pepper. Like, let's say 4 dashes of Worcestershire, 2 dashes of Tabasco. Let's do about a ½ ounce of lemon, maybe 4 ounces of Clamato, and a double shot of vodka.
This is why I order it.
It's a very delicious drink.
With all kinds of stuff in there. Like, they like to throw like different kinds of salsa, pickle. Yeah, pickle brine, horseradish, so good in a Caesar.
Candied bacon.
Yeah. Pepperette.
Yeah.
Slice of
Yeah, a little bit of red wine.
Yeah.
You know what I've heard? I've heard tequila is good in a Caesar rather than vodka.
I have that right now, and it's really actually all these
Nice.
Had.
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 I have coffee
Had.
and hot chocolate.
That's amazing. What's your third drink gonna be?
Yeah. Better check the bar.
I don't. I can put tequila rose in one of them.
There you go.
There you go. That's perfect.
Feel a rose bomb.
There you go.
Oh.
I have a question
Delicious.
actually about the chocolate bar. Do you, before you make the hardened chocolate on the outside, do you have to temper it so that it melts properly when you pour milk over it, or is it? Do you have to do funky stuff with the chocolate to make it react the way you want?
It's not that difficult. You just melt the chocolate, pour it in the mold, and then I like to put like sparkles or sprinkles in them just to like differentiate what I'm making.
Give it a little something extra.
Yeah. But other than that, no.
So cool.
Delicious.
I mean,
looks
for
very
peppermint,
nice.
the peppermint one, I do put peppermint extract in the in the chocolate, and then in the mocha, I put coffee in the chocolate as well.
Yum.
So it's fully infused. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Hello, Hybrid Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Brandon Morris, welcome to the stream. Anybody who's just tuning in, hit the like button, by the way, everybody. But if you're just tuning in, we are celebrating our 2-year birthday of the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. And we're here with the incredible Silver Lining, everybody. Silver Lining. Hello.
You know what's crazy? Okay, so I created, I don't know if you guys seen it, just a snippet of the 2 years that have happened in the Sit Down. And I posted it on social media. And I put you guys in it, not realizing that you'd be on our birthday special. So it kind of worked out.
Serendipitous.
It just worked out.
Yeah.
Did you watch the video, Scott, before mentioning that you were going to ask them, or did it just work out?
I don't think I saw the video.
Wow, you're rude. Taking you out of it.
I'll watch it. Wait. Is it the one where you see where it starts with me from my vlog of the very first episode? Okay, so I saw the beginning of it, and then I was like,
wow.
Well, I didn't realize that there was more. I thought it was just a
Taking
scene from the
you
vlog
out
of the first
the
episode.
videos.
My bad. Anyways, great video. I'll watch it after.
Is that the montage that you made for the 100th episode?
No, I made another
Oh, no,
video
that was a different
for
one.
the
Yeah.
birthday special.
Oh.
Clearly, none of you pay attention to my hard work.
Oh,
I quit. I'm kidding.
so stupid. I apologize.
I was saving it. I was going to watch it today after this episode. I was just waiting to... It was just, I was like, oh, hey, Zai Zai. How are you guys? Welcome to the episode. Hi. Hi, everybody. Okay, I did want to ask you a little bit more about, because you guys put out an album not long ago.
Yeah.
And you were releasing, I know, well, Garson talked a little bit about it last time he was here, where you guys were kind of releasing songs every month for a stretch of time. Let's tell me about this album. Because tell us about it.
Well, we wrote it the first time, making sure that everyone was in the room at the same time while we were creating this music. Normally, we will kind of grow a little seedling of a song and then bring it to the group, and then everyone kind of helps it get into a bigger tree.
Mm-hmm.
This time, we wanted to be there in the room together, writing all the lyrics on the page and producing the actual song and sounds. And part of what we thought would be effective was, rather than being like, we have an album, it's launching on this day, drop, we thought that each song could help the prior song out, working backwards and forwards on the timeline by releasing it a month apart. And having, they just gave us something to do with posting about the same, on the same theme, which was the album.
Mm-hmm.
Called Where You Are Now. And that's the title track of the album, Where You Are Now. And the main lyric of that is, where were you when you wished you were where you are now?
Ooh.
Prior to the sort of world recognition of this pandemic. And I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
Well, to be honest, it's kind of like The Simpsons in that we knew to the future, but we didn't want to make anyone else embarrassed, so we just hid it in a little message in an indie song. So
yeah,
that's really cool.
Could put it modestly.
Hit it among the lyrics.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I will say,
next year,
Oh, no,
you
go.
just have our next album because it's all in there, but we just can't tell you now because,
So, in your next
The
album,
prophecy.
has the pandemic ended yet, or
What's that?
in your new album, has the pandemic finally ended?
Well,
Or-
in the new album,
Well, you just have to wait for the release date.
Yeah, you got to listen to know. You have to listen
No,
to it to know.
I
Yeah.
want to know.
But yeah, the album went well, and we released it for one song a month for 9 months. There were 9 tracks on the album, and it is done. And now we are, you can get the whole thing now as a package on anywhere you can stream music. And we have kind of begun seasoning our palette for the next album. We've been having the curveball that the pandemic threw us into awesome experiences, and we're now kind of getting to that place where we're starting to put pen to paper and
Awesome.
jam and get things, massage the music out organically, which is kind of a nice thing to be able to do. You know?
That's awesome. Like last time you guys were on the show, you guys were talking about your plans with the album. And now a year later, it's awesome to see that you guys are now working on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, Steven, I love your hat. I took a glimpse on the computer screen to see what you guys actually look like in full screen. Love the hat. Just took that in.
What happened?
Oh, Ali Aka, thank you for the follow on D-Live. Thank you. Welcome to the show. We're here interviewing Silver Lining, celebrating our 2-year birthday. You know, I will say that line in your song, the where were you wished you were where you are now, I really like that message.
That's like a tattoo.
You know,
Oh.
yeah, but it's because you know why? Because it's a good it's a good quote, but I like it because it's, you know, there are times when, you know, we all have goals and places we want to be, and I think there are, you know, a lot of people, you're not where you're trying to get to, or you know, we all have a place where like you wish things were like this, or you wish you were further down the line of your journey than you are. But sometimes I think when you're in those moments when you're kind of like feeling sad or feeling a little bit down or feeling like you're not, you know, doing what you should be doing, I think there is something to looking how far you've come, you know, even if you're not quite where you were trying to go. Just this idea of taking a look at, like, you know, and I love that question, where were you where you wish you were where you are now? Or it's like, wow, like, you know, a year ago, 5 years ago, I was all the way back there. And yeah, fine, I'm not where I wanted to get, but, you know, look where I am now. Like, you know, I would have loved to have been here back then. I don't know. I just love that. When I first, because you guys, I believe you guys performed that song live on the show last time you were here, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
And I remember as I was hearing it, that was the first time I heard the song. And I remember I was kind of, as you were singing it, I like it because it's also very poetically written. Like especially when you hear it to the music, you kind of have to think about it. Like, wait, what are they saying? But when I actually piece together the sentence, well, no, because it fits. You know, there's a lot of yous and a lot of in the structure, but that's why it's so pleasant to hear. But when you actually when you actually think of it, just the straight up meaning of it, I liked it. It spoke to me in that moment.
Yeah,
it's still speaking to you.
Yeah, no, it is. I do think of it
it's
sometimes.
Really easy to lose perspective of, you know, you set out to achieve a goal or you set out to be somewhere, and usually by the time you get there, you want to be somewhere else because you want to continue to grow, or you're eager for the path, the experience to continue. But it's really easy to kind of forget to celebrate those moments, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you moved into a new apartment and you got a new picnic table, but you know, you really want to have a nice back garden and you're just focusing on your garden, but you're forgetting.
You just wanted a dog.
Yeah,
it's
a good message. Yeah, there you go.
Our songs are full of good messages. Everyone should check them out.
Yeah.
So again, where can people find your music?
You can find our music anywhere you stream, anywhere you like to stream music from, Spotify, Apple Music, any of the other wonderful platforms. You can also find us at wearesilverlining.com. We are also on YouTube, Instagram. If you type in #wearesilverlining on Google, the whole plethora will present itself in front of you, and you can check out our stuff. We have merch, and we're not doing any live shows right now, but we should really we're excited to get into a little bit more at-home broadcasting, you know?
Nice.
We're thinking that we actually want to start, we used to make movies a lot when we were growing up, and we've been thinking that we want to start incorporating that into our media presentation, you know?
That's cool.
Do a little live set, and in between maybe we do some skits, or maybe we piece together something that we think is funny or odd, or just, you know,
awesome.
an interesting, instead of just like a live set, having it be a little bit more of an experience now, because, you know, everyone's at home and looking for more stimulus.
And I'll tune into it while I make chocolate bombs. It's perfect.
Chocolate bomb sounds like a bomb.
It's kind of cool that in like your media presentation I mean, of course it's always been there, but there's definitely more of a light on it now, with a lot of bands looking for ways or finding different ways to perform online. Mm-hmm. There's this opportunity to distinguish yourself by how you perform online is really interesting now. And like I was talking to friends who have gone on to live concerts, and they're like, oh, the the concert was, I mean, the band didn't really, they just played their set and then that was it. I was like, okay, cool. Like, how can I be mad at that? That's probably what would have happened in real life. But then there's other people who are making more of a show out of it. And that actually really intrigues me as someone who's watching. I'm like way more interested in seeing how this band puts together a more diverse like performance, like what lengths they went to, what kind of stuff they did to change their performance and bring me in more.
Yeah. You know, it's funny that you mentioned that, because one thing that I really enjoyed watching in the beginning of this pandemic was like the country night that they did where they had all the different artists come on from their homes, or the Disney sing-alongs. Like, it's interesting to see, especially with the Disney ones, where some celebrities would just sing from their room and then some would actually put on a theatrical act. And I found that to be the most entertaining thing of the entire show.
Yeah. Because that's what we're craving right now. We're like, oh, this is the best thing I can get. That's not quite like going to a proper venue and seeing that.
I do miss concerts, though. I hope they come back soon. I'm sure you guys miss it too.
Yeah, it's changed. Things have, it's just it's a brand new playing space, a brand new ball field, and it's
everything is changing.
You know, being in a bar and play a show and live experience and being around people. But you know, we're all trying to do our best to save the world.
Yeah, like it's interesting because like I've seen there's so many different pageants that are actually still happening through this pandemic, and it's very interesting to see how like Miss Universe Canada just happened last week, and then yesterday Miss World Canada happened and Miss USA is happening. So it's really interesting to see how they're still making it work with the masks, with the distancing, how many people could actually be on the stage at one time. And then to compete without an audience. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. Like, I thrive off of the energy from the audience. And I'm sure you guys do too as performers. So it's interesting what it will be like in the new norm when we get to go back on stage.
Yeah. It kind of shifts objectives as like a performer or an artist, because there's some artists who primarily perform, and then there's some artists who like primarily compose. If you're someone who performs, you're probably having to switch gears right now, which could be flustering, or it could like really send you down an exciting path. So kind of cool if you're, I mean, for Silver Lining, we did lots of performing, and now it's pushing us into a different piece of the pie.
Yeah.
There's a little more time.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, there's a little more time to be explorative. Whereas before, we put these pressures on ourselves, you know, healthy pressure to grow and setting deadlines, and, you know, the world was still in full stride. And through the whole slowing down, there's just a little more room for organic explorative experiences with the music. You know, you can, like, I started writing songs for a while. You know, I would direct all my writing into the Silver Lining project and try to be conscious of the group sound and the audience and all that. And then I just started writing songs, you know, once this whole thing slowed down, I just started writing songs, for fun.
Can I have some coffee too? I need a refill.
I wrote a trap song. I don't think I'm gonna like release a trap song on the Silver Lining platform, or maybe even to anyone. But you got to do that. You know, you got to throw paint at the canvas a little bit, and you have the time to allow it. Whereas before, I might dismiss it because, you know, I'm busy and I got things to do and I got to get it done. And that's been a blessing of the pandemic.
Have you started rapping yet?
I mean, to be honest, that's what's gonna. Like I don't really rap much for like on Silver Lining tracks, but I've been rapping for a while.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't really kind of unleashed that onto the world yet. Actually, I wanted to send you guys an unreleased track from our previous album called "Smoky" in here, and we couldn't get it together and to send to you in time. I mean, that's just an excuse. I just totally forgot until now. But and it's literally we're rapping on it. We just didn't put it on the album.
Sweet.
So there's rap in there.
I mean, there's always next year.
There's always next year.
Yeah.
There's always next Silver Lining Day. Next Grey Cup
Right.
Sunday, everybody.
I mean, you guys can always come on whenever, not just on Silver Lining Day.
I mean, that's also true. That's also true. Actually, no.
Silver lining. Yeah, no.
Are you gonna let Siggy
It's Silver
catch
Lining
up?
Day, no other. Yeah. No, yeah. Anytime you guys come out with a new project, we'd love to have you guys back whenever you want to. I mean, it's always a good time. It's always a good time.
Project.
What do you foresee? Like, when do you think the next time you and I will get in a room and play music?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think my level of
Anxiety?
anxiety, it might be higher than I don't know, other people's, but I've kind of just avoided pretty much
Everyone?
all interaction with pretty much everyone. And so
Okay, here, let me jump in. Sorry, Garson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Scott dropped by to pick up chocolate bombs and a part of his costume from last week's episode. And the amount of tension, not even tension, but like just you can sense the awkwardness or like like he did not want to be there. Like I literally gave it to him and he like stepped into his car and was just like, cool. Like, when there's like awkward tension between people and you can all feel it. There's no awkward tension between us, but there was when I saw him in person.
And actually though, what I will say, Regine, is that even though like there was, because like I walked up and I was wearing a mask and she was wearing a mask and I took the thing from her and then I kind of stepped away again. But the thing that I kind of appreciated though is, like, because I remember when I first pulled up in front of your place, I was like, wait, should I put on a mask right now? Like, is it weird? Maybe should I? And then I looked over and you came outside and you had a mask on. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes it easy for me. She's had a mask on. I'll put my mask on. Because there is that part, like, depending who you interact with, like, I don't know how serious whatever person I'm going to interact with will be taking it. And I don't know if I'm taking it too seriously or if they're not taking it seriously enough. I don't know. But so basically what I've basically made it is I've pretty much, with the exception of anything that's work related where I kind of need to, be near other people, I do that. And other than that, I've kind of, anything that isn't kind of mandatory, I kind of just sort of shy away from it. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, to answer your question, when?
Next year. I
hope soon, but I don't. Well, I don't even know. I don't know when. It'll have to be a time when I feel like, what I don't like? I don't like that there's just this thing that's just always in the back of my mind. You know what I mean? Like when we used to meet up for rehearsals every Monday night, for Siggy rehearsals. Yeah. It was like the only thing I was thinking about in that moment was, the music, and we're having fun and we're jamming and all that stuff. And I hate that now everything, and it doesn't matter what I'm doing, even when I'm going into the grocery store to grab some whatever, there's just this extra level of, it's not even like a major thing, but it's just always there. I'm like, should I do this? Or should I avoid this person? Oh, that their mask is down under their chin. Why are they doing that?
You know what I should have done, Scott? Sorry, I just remembered. Remember how the first Christmas special you gave me one of those like dinosaur or crocodile things where it's like you press the button and it opens, and I should have done that with your border. I should have just clipped it on.
See?
Like,
nice extendable arm. So that way you can just be like, here's your thing. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I want to get back into things again, but I just don't like that there's this extra, I don't know, elephant in the room that I have to think about.
And we all feel the elephant around you.
Yeah. It bugs me. Well, yeah, no, but I mean, I don't.
Dude, that's
I know.
That's completely fair.
Yeah.
It's been such an open-ended thing because we haven't really. I mean, normally we have a chat on Messenger. The band's usually piping in there, ha 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 ha, check out this GIF. See you guys next week. Like, it's quite lively and it goes on and on and on. And it's been like 9-10 months since like a single like KK or like thumbs up's got.
Yeah, that's true.
There. And it's just an interesting question. I don't think I've talked to anybody about. I'm not sure I've talked to anybody from Siggy about it. Like, we might play music again. And so not to put pressure on you, not trying to pressure you.
Way to
Like-
call.
No, yeah, no, not at all.
With me, whenever everybody's ready is interesting, and it's nice that to get a time to like check in with you, like, what's your
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's the thing. I've been thinking about that myself in terms of like what would have to happen for me to be like, okay, yeah, you know what? I'm good. Let's go hang out. Like even just simple stuff. Especially it sucks now because it's getting cold. But like, you know, like for example, it used to be, well, even with Siggy, like sometimes I would be over in his area, right? Like maybe my girlfriend is going to the gym in that area or something, and so I would just, you know. I just walk over to Siggy's and I just knock on his door and I might hang out there for you know, an hour or so while she's away at the gym. And just the idea that, you know, it's not, I mean, I guess I could do that, but there's always that extra part of like, well, I don't know, should I? Because there's two things. One, I would like to not get corona. That's what I would like to not do. Mm-hmm. But my bigger fear, honestly, is just because they say that there's that 2-week, you know, incubation period, and I'm pretty sure if I got it, I'll probably be fine. But my biggest fear is that, you know, while I was at the grocery store, maybe I got it and I don't know I have it, and then I'll happen to just go over to somebody's place and we'll be sitting and like I've just infected somebody and I don't even know. Mm-hmm. I don't like that. That makes me nervous.
No, I mean that's a wise consideration. That kind of thinking is what, you know, that's what's going to keep us safe and get us through. Like I think that commendable. Yeah.
And it's interesting that, Scott, you mentioned like when I did see you, I wore a mask. Okay, so this person's not going to watch the show anyway. Let's be real. So I had someone come by to pick up an order, and I obviously had my mask on, kept my distance, passed them the bag. And the first thing they said to me was, "Oh, what? You're not going to give me a hug?" I'm like, "Excuse me? I don't even hug my family. What makes you think I'm going to hug you?" And then I find out that this person did have COVID 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm definitely not hugging you now." But I was like,
well, there you go.
I'm like, you're
dodging bullets.
I'm like, you're asking why I'm not giving you a hug, and then you're going to tell me afterwards that you had COVID? Like,
yeah,
this is why
and I haven't even had.
This is why
I haven't even had that interaction. Like, I'm trying to think. I don't think I've directly interacted with anybody who has had it. I know people who their friends have had it.
My cousin had it.
And I know. Oh yeah.
My
there you
cousin
go. Yeah.
and his wife had it. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I know people who work with people who've had it.
Do you guys know anyone?
No. I thought I had it, you know, like I also go through these crazy
that's fair.
testing and all that stuff. I don't have it, but sometimes when you're by yourself and in your head too much, you start looking up things on WebMD because you're getting nervous. Convince yourself.
Don't do that.
And
you either have COVID or cancer. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah, no, you don't know how many times, especially earlier on. It's kind of tapered off now, but you don't know how many times I've like you wake up and your throat feels a little sore, and you're like, I have COVID.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have it.
Yeah.
I have it. And then they're like, oh wait, no, the AC's just on.
Yeah,
I slept with the AC on.
No, but I have allergies, so then I'm like, wait, do I have it? And I take allergy medicine. Like, just kidding, I'm good.
Yeah. Claritin cures COVID.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Steven, were you trying to say something earlier?
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
I saw you put your hand up.
We get back like that. So you can't let them talk too much because then they'll just take over the whole show.
That's okay.
Vibing.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous day here in Kensington Market. What is it? 20 degrees? Like,
yeah. Why are you all in like hats and hoodies?
Well, when we came out this morning, I mean, we're not in the direct sun, so when we came out this a wee bit chilly, and now we're just so fashionable. We can't change that.
Is Kensington busy right now? Like in general?
I'm gonna actually send that question over to our resident expert.
Thank you for having me, everyone. Expert Garson Carroll. I've been living in Kensington Market for 7 years, and in my expert opinion, Kensington Market is relatively busy.
And now you heard it here, right straight from the lips of the horse. Kensington is busy.
It is. It is fairly busy, and sometimes it's shockingly busy. There's moments where the sidewalk is spilling into the street, and now that they've taken away the share the street kind of policy, it feels like that gray area of like sharing is like what used to be totally fine, like people walking basically anywhere they want in the street at whatever pace, which is still what they're doing. Now it feels like it's like a bit of a gray area. I don't know, like it just feels the traffic feels like it's in a funny place because it's a lot of foot traffic, which obviously makes some people nervous just generally. You're like, this feels too dense. And the fact that the sort of like congestion direction has been taken away leads to a little bit of chaos in the market. It looks like a bit of a frenzy sometimes.
Oh boy. Like I love Kensington Market, but I think that's one place I'm going to stay away from right now then.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of happening everywhere. Like any area where it's, you know, typically your place where people like to go walk.
Well, your
That's
area
the other thing
is busy. I mean, is your area busy?
Yeah.
Your area is popular.
Yeah, it's not as much as it used to be, but yeah, it's kind of just it's because people go. It's just you're gonna say something. Sorry. Yeah, it's just if any area where the people are going, people are going. You know what I mean? So like if you want to avoid people, like those, it's
avoid
gonna be
your
hard
area
at that
and
places.
avoid Garson's area. Got it.
Yeah.
I was
You
feeding.
were gonna say something?
I was feeding my friend's cat last night, and they live on Ossington, and they actually are
So random.
they're part of my bubble, so it was appropriate in my house.
That's it is reliant on the apostrophe.
Absolutely. And they live on Ossington, and I was walking. It's been a while since I've been out on Ossington Street on a Saturday night. People were lined up to get into bars. I was like, this doesn't even feel like this. Everyone is entitled their own comfortability level, and how they practice their COVID health. But I was a little shocked. I was like, oh my goodness, this just seems. I mean, I'm glad people are getting relief, but like it's pretty loose around the edges,
And this is why there's 400 cases in Toronto. Thank you, people. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing going to a bar?
Yeah.
You're not even going to the bar. You're in line.
Exactly. That's like
Yeah.
worse than lining up for COVID testing. Come on.
Yeah, it was a little. I thought it was a little on the liberal side of things, to use a word that's very triggering in this climate. Sorry about that.
And with that being said, we have a new president.
We certainly do.
We don't.
We don't, but the U.S. has a new
The world
president.
Cheetos.
There you go.
That's true.
Gotta step down in 2 months.
That's true. Yeah, so anyway, all of that being said, I don't know when we're going to play music again soon, but I hope soon, Cars.
Sorry.
I
That was
miss
a big...
buddy.
I hope soon.
Miss you.
Yeah, I miss you too. I know. I just miss not having this extra thing that's just there in everything now.
Yeah.
I want it to go away.
You know
Like,
what I miss,
it's-
Scott? Sorry, before you
Yeah.
continue.
Oh.
I miss our advertisers.
Oh yeah, we didn't do our ads. Okay. We're going to do the ad break. We'll do the ad break now and then we'll come back. But yeah, no, I just miss that. Like I look at old videos and like stuff of me like for example, I watched the video of myself the other day when the Raptors won the championship, and everybody spilled into the streets and everyone was plugged up at Yonge and Dundas and like you were just smushed in with people, and it's so weird looking at that because it looks like a different world. Like I almost don't remember it, where I'm just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm so close to those people and I don't care,
Yeah.
I miss that. Ads? Should we do the ads, Regine? Okay, let's do the ads. Ads. Ladies and gentlemen, today's incredible episode, this 2-year anniversary episode of the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, was brought to you by some very important people. And they are, of course, our advertisers. Regine,
Yes, Scott.
do you want to find out what your home is really worth?
Maybe.
Are you buying, selling, investing, or renting a home?
I might be. I need more
Then
space in the
Jennifer
kitchen.
C.
Yes, maybe.
There you go. Perfect. And Jennifer C., realtor at Home Life Culture Link, is here to help. Call or text Jennifer today at 647-403-8887. Don't deal with just anyone. Speak to a professional. Jennifer C. at Home Life Culture Link. To see her current listings, visit homelifeculturelink.com. The Mortgage Godfather is here to give you advice with any mortgage needs you may have, and he will shop to find you the best mortgage. Nino Saimeka, mortgage agent. He'll give you an offer you can't refuse. I'll give you an offer you can't refuse, Regine. Find out more at mortgagegodfather.ca or call 905-604-6955. Jewelry Forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East Markham. They do custom-made jewelry, repairs, and change watch batteries, all done on site. Jerry over at Jewelry Forever is an absolute artist. If you have a vision for a beautiful piece of jewelry that you would like created, he is your man. Or if you'd like to choose from the beautiful selection of already made things they have, head on over there. They're open with COVID-19 restrictions and safety measures in place. Put on your mask and get something gorgeous. And we have an amazing deal worked out with them, don't we, Regine?
Yes, we do. If you guys go in and let them know that Scott and Regine sent you, you'll get 15% off your entire purchase.
That's right, 15% off, 15%. Get on in there, mention the show, tell them Scott and Regine sent you, and get 15% off. What a deal. Incredible. And it was brought to you by Deliciousness Treats. Regine, tell us about Deliciousness Treats.
I mean, we've been talking about them all episode, but if you guys would like to order just in time for the holidays, there are officially 8 flavors out now. Pre-order for Christmas. I do have Christmas packaging all set up. I will be launching everything this week, so you can follow us on Instagram at deliciousness_treats and Facebook as Deliciousness Treats.
That's right. Absolutely delicious. And you guys are seeing a video right now of a chocolate bomb exploding into marshmallowy, chocolatey goodness. That could be you, ladies and gentlemen. Not exploding, but enjoying the thing exploding in front of you as you pour hot milk all over it.
Or water,
Right,
whatever you pick. Preferably milk.
Or water. I think milk's better, though. I'd say milk. Anyway, check out Deliciousness Treats, everybody, just in time for the holidays. And if you want to advertise on the show, it's very easy, right, Regine?
It's simple. All you guys have to do is email us at radioshowad. That's radioshowad@gmail.com.
That's right. It's a great time to build a brand new potential client base. And we do these ads live week to week, just like we're doing them now. What does that mean? It means you can personalize them week to week. Do you have a sale or an event or some type of once in a specific time and place event happening? Let us know, and we'll let your potential client base know in real time. Radio show ad, radioshowad @gmail.com. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, welcome. Oh, Skull Plush Productions, how are you? Welcome to the show. All of you guys, we're here with the legendary Silver Lining.
Hey.
Hello, gentlemen. And you know what? We're here, and it's great. It's great. Have you guys been watching The Mandalorian? Do you guys watch that show or no?
Love that show.
Love that show.
Love that show.
You guys watched the last episode, episode 2?
I haven't seen episode 2 yet. I've seen the first episode of the second season. I haven't seen episode 2. That's actually
Same.
probably on my docket for this afternoon.
Yeah, it's a
You know?
goodie.
I
I watched it last night.
Yep. We're going to have a group viewing. I don't even know if Carson's seen the first episode
Beautiful.
of the second season, so we might have to just do the whole thing.
I think I streamed the first episode.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I didn't get any further than that.
It's I've been very happy with the first 2 episodes. So one thing I'll say about Mandalorian season 1 is I liked it a lot, but there were a couple episodes in the middle that felt a little bit to me like filler episodes. I don't know if you guys felt that way, but there was just a couple episodes. There was one specifically where they went to a random village and they met a bunch of people, and the costumes to me didn't even feel like, it felt like it's like they spent a lot of their budget on like, the important parts of the storyline, and then they just had like a few bucks to fill these middle ones in. I don't know. I wasn't fully satisfied with a couple of those episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know if season 2 will do that, but I will say the first 2 episodes.
Banging.
I just care about Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
I just watch it because of
Yeah.
Baby Yoda.
Same.
I don't care about the storyline.
I mean, he's a
It's
special
true.
character,
Why are
that
you
Baby
looking
Yoda.
at me like that, Jonathan?
Because it's scintillating and fun, and we're driving
Like-
the conversation.
Like you guys know I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so the only reason why I agreed to even watch an episode was because of Baby Yoda.
Yes. I mean,
To
it's
be
true.
completely honest.
The appeal is huge. Baby Yoda is super smart, a super smart device, and also just really, really,
Device.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
People are saying that Baby Yoda is actually more popular than the actual franchise of Mandalorian.
I would believe that.
Yes,
that is
I
not-
would agree that. Yep, I'd say that.
Yeah. I'm also really obsessed with how it's kind of like a little bit like an old Western in its style, in that it's
Yes.
dramatic and there are long, beautiful sequences that are just atmospheric, very atmospherically very recognizable in the Star Wars
Yeah.
kind of brand. You can hear these. I'm a Star Wars nerd, so you can hear these robots and these nature sounds, and then there's a beautiful cinematic kind of theme playing behind it, and there's no dialogue. I love that.
Yeah.
It just makes things. It
Yeah.
increases the tension. It's a rich experience. It like steeps you in the environment.
And I love that there's no rush.
Yeah.
Like when you're making a movie, you ultimately create this pace of rush because you're trying to fit so many like key points in the plot. But when it's a show, you have time. You have way more. It's like it's just not in a hurry. You just gotta get to, especially the early Mandalorian. There's so little dialogue. It's just people like
Just a guy on a mission. He's just exploring.
enjoying.
Yeah, and I think I agree with your. I think it basically is a Western that happens to be in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's I would say you guys will like episode 2. I don't even want to say anything about it because it's because I like with episode 1 there was almost kind of like it was like it's like a monster hunting episode basically, and you don't know what he's going to do next. Episode 2 it's just cool. It's good. I'm not going to say anything about it other than it's good. It's I'm happy about it. And Baby Yoda, I mean, the interesting about him, I've heard some people talk about it, how they've found there's something special about, because he's very, very cute, but he's also kind of gross. You know what I mean? Like, because he's kind of, like, he's not cute the way, like, a teddy bear is cute.
Yeah.
You know? Because, like, he's kind of, he's like, I don't know, he's all, like, wrinkly kind of, and, like, there's some, like, I think he's found that same balance. Yeah, like, but he's found that same balance. He's like Gizmo from Gremlins, He's in that same
Never watched
vein where it's like, you haven't. Gremlins is Gremlins is a good movie.
Almost
you should watch Gremlins.
like what they were trying to go for with Jar Jar, which just really didn't land.
Who's Jar Jar?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Regine hasn't seen. She's only you've only seen what, one of the Star Wars movies? Is that right? So she's seen A New Hope. She hasn't seen any others. So you don't.
Probably for the better.
I mean, not knowing who Jar Jar Binks is. Yeah, I'm okay. You're fine. Not knowing that.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm having a brainwave right now, and I'm just going to throw it out there. We're going to get vulnerable here for a second.
Okay.
You said A New Hope, the movie. So recently, sadly, Army of Sass was this like wonderful burlesque troupe of empowered people that performed all over the world. And there was a troupe here in Toronto, and sadly, they've recently closed. The franchise is closed. But they have, once a year, they would have these wonderful, body positive dance shows. And it was usually kind of, there's lots of inspirations from the drag community. And so I was having this brainwave, as you said, A New Hope. It would be like a drag show called A New Ho. And it's all Star, but it's like Star Wars drag. I just thought that was
Sexy.
I would watch that.
yeah, like Luke Slaywalker or something. You know, there's different.
I mean,
There's so much.
The possibilities are endless. The
Are you
possibilities
trying to tell
endless.
us that you're going into drag?
Yes, yes. And my first
Jabba
show is
the
going to be
Hottie.
called Jabba the Hottie. They're so good.
So what are your stage names, you guys? So what? I would watch that.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's coming down the pipeline.
We Are Silver Lining are turning themselves drag. Oh,
Yeah.
you should do it for our next
What if-
Silver Lining Day.
We're gonna need some consultants though. We need
Yeah.
some experts.
Yeah,
My mom does drag makeup. Like my mom is a makeup artist.
Whoa.
Mom, if you're watching, I got 4 guys for you. Scott's
Yeah.
included.
Wait. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm in there too then.
Second
You're in?
Yeah. I've been
It'll
involved.
be virtual, obviously. You know, we need to stay safe these days.
No, but next year, hopefully, we'll be able to do it again in studio, and then therefore you can premiere your drag show.
All tutorial, and then we see who does the best job on
Oh,
themselves.
there we go.
That's great.
Ooh. RuPaul's gonna be
Oh.
calling you guys for season 2 of Canada's Drag Race.
Oh my
All
gosh.
that.
So you know how there's Return of the Jedi? I just had come in Return of the Daddy.
For all of you who are watching, you cannot take their ideas. You heard it here first. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
if
These
you
are-
do take them, at least just tag, you know, like we just want to see what happens.
Tag We Are Silver Lining.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going out there. We'll see what we don't know where we're just you're just planting the seeds, but
Yeah.
you don't know where the branches are gonna grow.
Yeah.
Where
A little drag.
I don't know any plants in Star Wars. I was gonna make a Star Wars reference to some kind of plant, but I don't.
Well, I can't think of
I don't
anything.
really have any plants.
Deep reference that makes me think of in it makes me think of the scene when Luke is sitting down with his aunt and uncle on Tatooine.
Yep.
Um,
Yes.
and Luke pours this like opaque green liquid into his cup, and I've always wanted
Yes.
it to look like a weird green milk of
Ew.
space, and I've always wanted to taste it, and I've always been obsessed with that color and that, like, what is that green thing in his
It
cup?
was it was the St. Patrick's Day edition of
Right. It was a mint chocolate bomb.
There you go.
It's just milk and absinthe.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh.
That
Well
sounds-
done.
I've actually never had absinthe. The only thing I know about absinthe is like from Moulin Rouge when they say it makes you hallucinate. Is that true?
a myth.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
myth.
know.
Yeah. It's a myth, but the myth goes that they used to make absinthe with wormwood, which has psychotropic effects. So maybe that was the case, but as far as the last, I don't know how many years, they haven't been making it with that because it's illegal and allegedly psychotropic. But it is very strong and it's very delicious, and there's lots of wonderful voodoo around it.
yeah.
How do you
Lots
know?
of
Okay.
Well, I was lucky enough to do an absinthe tasting in New Orleans.
Oh,
And,
wow.
yeah, it was a really
Ooh.
experience. The way they presented it and the kind of lore around it was a really unique perspective. So that's kind of where I'm drawing that from. But yeah, allegedly the Parisian, was it Parisian?
I mean, they make it all
French.
over the world.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like there's Czech absinthe, French absinthe.
Chabsinthe, Frabsinthe. There's Canadian absinthe called Cabsinthe.
Cabsinthe.
On Tabsinthe, that's Ontario absinthe, obviously.
That Captain Sauvignon.
That's right. Absinthe. Prince Edward absinthe. That stuff's pretty good.
It would be nicer if they referred to things like that. What are you drinking? Oh, I'm just drinking a whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'm just having a whiskey. I had a little.
we do do that.
Oh. Well, then maybe
Sorry, Scott.
we got to get that rolling. I feel like we got to get that to catch on.
Whiskey.
Have you guys,
Little
speaking
whiskey.
being curious about like drinks from shows and stuff like that, I'm blanking. I'm ruining the story right now, but like there's this awesome channel on YouTube where a guy literally makes like Klingon cocktails from Star Trek and like buttermead ale from Harry Potter.
Yeah. There's an entire cookbook based on the recipes from the Elder Scrolls series.
Wow.
Like what
You guys are losing me.
Build your channel. Popular
We're going
entertainment.
deep video game refs here.
I know. I'm lost.
Well, let me think. Are there any, like, so you mentioned the blue milk or green milk. Are there any other gaming drinks or movie drinks that you've always thought of? Like, what could that be? What would be in it? I'm trying to think.
Oh, mana for
Just
sure.
a general blue mana potion.
Elixir.
Or like that
Yeah.
blood wine. What's that blood wine that the Klingons drink?
That's the one that he makes on the show. Yeah.
Oh.
Dreams really do come true.
Carson,
want-
why don't you do something like that? You're a bartender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to
You
just
should
find
do that.
something quirky that everybody's curious about and then just invent it. I mean, like reinvent
Yeah.
it. Obviously, it's already a thing, but you have to like reverse engineer it into your own creation.
Do it.
Yeah.
Carson,
Blood wine. So I guess there must actually be blood in the blood wine, I guess, right?
Maybe.
or blood of something. Like
Yeah, like it wouldn't be probably not human blood, but it would be like,
Hopefully.
well, I mean, you can get, meat has blood in it, right? You
Or-
can get.
kind of like
Grenadine.
lateral.
There you go.
Oh,
Keep it safe. Like blood.
Let's do it, guys. Let's have an episode where we make quirky stuff that looks like green milk.
A couple years ago, we were imagining what a series of cocktails would look and smell and taste like if it was based on the TTC.
Oh.
But it would have those like recycled paper, like newsprint transfer, like those long. I guess
Yeah.
Those things, like not the subway version, but the old streetcar version.
Yeah.
If that makes any
Yep.
sense. Those kind of like crumpled up and maybe like singed a little bit, like dangling on the top of your cocktail glass, and there's like rails.
Dirty feet on the seats.
But somehow it looks gross and it looks gritty and it smells like the smell, but it tastes so
Oh my God.
good.
You gonna
Ew,
put some
Tastes really, really good.
Smell homeless people on the subway. Stop.
effervescent? I'm getting. Is that Queen? Yeah. Is that the 501?
No more.
Oh, this is Long Branch.
Oh my gosh.
You know what was the worst is when it rains. No, the worst is when it rains really hard or it snows really hard, and then Union Station is flooded.
Oh.
Yep, that's happened. Yeah.
It's been a long.
Make
I've
that
seen
a
those.
drink.
Yeah. When was the last time
Swampy
you
subway water.
like?
Sorry.
When was the last time? What?
When was the last time you were eating?
Yeah.
See, I can't hear you. What? When was the last time?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, sorry. When was the last time you were at Union Station?
Oh God, a long time ago, like March.
Yeah.
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 I used to work next
Yeah.
to Union Station, so I used to be there every day. Now I'm not there ever.
Ever. Wow.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, because I've been working from home. I haven't been on the TTC at all since before the pandemic. Basically,
I was on the
haven't
subway
been on, 'cause I haven't. Oh yeah.
Really?
Well, I just haven't really needed to go anywhere, and if I have to go somewhere, I'll usually just drive. But I'm mostly home. Like 99% of the time, I'm home.
Yeah.
So.
I took the subway yesterday, and there was a man that was literally playing the guitar and singing whatever came into his mind, and without a mask on, and people just kept like walking away from him. We
Was
should
it-
make that a drink.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The maskless guitar playing singer. There
Yeah.
you go.
It tastes like. Oh, it smells like petrol core, like
Coffee breath.
dehydrated urine. But it tastes really good though.
Yeah.
Ah.
It tastes really good. It's got to have that smell of like you feel like you should probably stay away.
Yeah.
But then when you actually have the drink, every drink has to be good though,
And seal.
right? The flavor has to be.
And salt.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how the Caesar started.
There's some kind of, like,
Maybe.
partially shaken egg white on top.
Yeah, and you put something strange in there, like it doesn't really taste like anything, but it's kind of leafy and green.
How did we get
Yeah.
to this conversation?
We're just riffing, you know. We're just having a sit down.
Yeah.
Brown and Regine, Alaina.
Yeah.
We're just having a sit down. That's what happens. This is what you get. You know, that's what you just brought up though about like how the Caesar got invented. Like that's a good question. Like who would have thought to mix like the clam?
But isn't it called
With-
a Bloody Mary in the States? So maybe it was inspired
But
by
it's got-
a Mary. Oh,
Well, no,
no.
but the Bloody Mary doesn't have the clam essence in it, right? Like the Bloody Mary is just tomato juice, but there's something special about the Caesar because it's clamato juice specifically.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. It's like somebody would have had to, I mean, it would never occur. It's such a strange combination, but it works so well.
Yeah, it works so well. I would never think, if I had never been introduced to Caesar before, who would think, oh, I'm going to wake up in the morning and have tomato juice and I'm going to pour some fish juice in there and I'm going to spin it
Yeah.
up and have a good go. But it's delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, it's another part. It's kind of like an Italian like red sauce. Like there's alcohol and something savory, like fishy savory, and tomatoes.
Mm.
It's really like that's kind.
Yeah,
You
that's
just
true.
need to put the pasta in and call
That's
it a
it.
day.
That's it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That could be
Yeah.
really like new wave drink.
Oh my god.
But
The
it's
modernist.
Here we go again.
modernist Caesar. Oh my gosh. And you throw it in and it's like this becomes this pasta dish.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I want a Caesar now.
I've seen those noodles.
I love Caesars.
Whoa.
Maybe like it
I'm-
comes like boiling, ripping hot, and the garnish is hard pasta, and they put it in the boiling thing, and
Ooh,
it's soft.
deep fried
runny.
pasta.
Yes. And
with
then
a
you drink.
garnish.
And now it's like these deliciously salty, beautiful Caesary noodles gurching down your slurge.
Yeah. This is reminding me of. Oh, sorry. What did you say? I missed it.
Said, but surprise, the noodles were made of a congealed alcohol.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah.
Add a little essence of Long Branch, and now we're cooking.
bit of the spadina, bit of spadina in there, bit of the.
Tin market.
Yeah. You get a bit of get a bit of the flavor in there. No, this is just reminding me of. I remember this again before pandemic. I was at a restaurant for brunch, and like I wanted to get a Caesar, and I was looking at the menu, and I was like, but I couldn't see regular Caesar. But they called it hangover cure. But when I read it, I'm like, oh, it's a Caesar. I didn't look that closely, and I also didn't notice like the price was like $20, but I didn't notice it when I ordered it. And then I'm like, and they bring me, so they call it the hangover cure. But when it arrived, it was like a Caesar, but it was a mug like this big, and they had all these skewers. They had like a lobster tail and a pizza slice,
Yeah.
and yeah, there was just like it was an entire
Is there a
meal
burger?
on the plate. I can't
Just
remember.
like it?
Maybe
Whoa.
it was like everything that they could have. It was just sticking out of the top of this
Literally
Caesar.
every hangover food was attached to it.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess that's what it was.
That's yum.
And it was yummy. It was just like if I had known that that's what I ordered, I wouldn't have ordered my whole meal with it. So it was a learning experience.
Yeah, no doubt. That's
Yeah.
it. Did you order a meal on top of it as well? Now you had a meal. and-
Yes. Yeah, like I had ordered like my brunch. So I'd ordered like my French toast and like my full meal.
Dude.
And I thought I'm gonna have a Caesar, but I didn't realize that I didn't order their Caesar. I ordered their super Caesar that
Should've
was
just asked
way
for a
more.
Caesar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I didn't do that. It was good. It was good though.
Yeah.
But it was like a pitcher and it was huge and it was awesome.
It was like a can of tomato juice, tomato soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of was actually. Yeah, it was more like a super soup. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, just a giant.
You should have just ordered a grilled cheese sandwich. And you would call
Oh,
it
yeah.
a day.
Ooh,
That was
when
probably
was the last time you
like,
had a grilled
just
cheese
perched on
sandwich?
the edge of the Caesar.
Maybe like a 10-year-old.
Probably was. Yeah, a good grilled cheese. Yeah, I love a good grilled cheese. I mean, well, especially because you can go places and get like a really nicely made grilled cheese. Like, because I remember like when I was a kid, like the grilled cheese, it was just like a Kraft single on like 2 pieces of like regular bread. But
Yeah.
you can go really intense with grilled cheese, where they'll add like
I love jalapenos and grilled cheese.
Ooh.
yeah, or like some pesto or a bit of pesto on there as well.
Maybe give me some,
Yeah, it's
maybe give me some caramel.
yeah.
It's just a little le dèche. You know, that's like good.
Whoa.
What would you put on
Yeah.
there, Cars? Maybe a little kimchi?
Ooh,
Oh.
kimchi would be nice. Yeah. Oh, maybe a pickled banana pepper.
Squaws.
I really like the vinegary punch from a pickle.
a grilled cheese, but using waffles instead,
Whoa.
Ooh.
and with bacon.
Ooh.
Whoa. The bacon's been candied with maple syrup and pepper. Woo.
Welcome to the
You know what I've
sit down,
noticed?
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome everybody. If you're just tuning in, oh hey, Keisha Hines, how are you? Congrats on 104 episodes. Thank you, Keisha. Hi, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We're here with Silver Lining. You know what I've noticed? I've noticed. I'm not sure if it's just been in the pandemic or if it's been happening earlier than that, but I've noticed that I've been using more and more hot sauce in my food, and a higher amount of it.
Yeah.
So I think if my tolerance for hot things is going up, I'm not sure, but like I just noticed. Like say sriracha, for example, like whereas I might used to put like a little dollop, now I can like put a lot.
Because you're
And
home
I
all
just-
the time.
Looking for a little spice in
Has-
You're hungry.
Yeah, a little spice, exactly.
There's just
But like my tolerance has been going up.
spice.
It's been going up.
Oh yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
you're home cooking more? Like maybe you're making more food, and that's also.
Guys, I'm buying an air fryer
Yeah.
this week.
Oh really? I've never
Yeah.
used one of those.
Costco is having a sale for the next 2 weeks starting tomorrow. It's going to be, I think, $79 for an air fryer.
Dude,
So
that
I'm
sounds,
going to Costco tomorrow.
that sounds really fun. I've seen a lot of videos of people cooking on those throughout the pandemic. The most recent one was this guy cut up a piece of pizza. He blended up hot Cheetos, and then he did an egg wash on the pizza, and then a dry rub with the flaming hot Cheetos, and then air fry. Bang. Boom.
So it's like a breaded pizza, like a
Yeah.
breaded piece of pizza.
But breaded with flaming hot Cheetos, and he did little strips of them, and then he dipped it in little. I
Like a
think
pizza stick.
Yeah,
splat.
he wasn't kidding around.
No.
Well done.
No, he was.
I guess I'll try that
He was
tomorrow.
taking it too.
What is
Wait,
the tech on like an air fryer? Like, is it?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the exact same thing. I don't actually really know what an air fryer is.
100%.
So if anybody knows.
It's wizard magic.
Yeah.
No one knows.
Full on air.
Oh,
Have you ever heard of Wingardium Leviosa?
There
It's a
you go.
I have.
Goes in there. Magic. Nobody knows.
Because what are you frying? You're frying with air. You're it's wizardry. It's
conventional
witchcraft.
Oven, but not really.
It is he who must not be named.
Yes. We
Yeah.
must not name it.
Oh,
Yeah,
You
every
name it air fryer.
must not. All right. Well, then you know what? Let's just move on. Let's just move on. I don't want to name it. Let's
Wait,
just
I
move on.
have a story about hot sauce.
Regine, we're moving on. We're moving on. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I have a story about hot
Team of all.
sauce.
Okay, tell it. Tell your
It's
story
my,
about hot
my
sauce.
best friend, her daughter just turned 2, and she told us that her 2-year-old daughter loves spicy food, and she had to stop because she gets fireful. She's 2.
She gets what?
She gets firehole.
Oh,
She's 2.
I mean,
What does that mean? Wait, what does that mean, Regine Alaina?
When you eat a lot of spicy
I don't-
food and you poop and it burns.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Ring of Fire.
Oh.
She's 2.
Okay, I know what that is.
She's 2 years old.
But wait, how?
Maybe it's too soon
I-
for the spicy spice.
She likes
or you just get them
Ye-
started early. You take a poo and then you shower the spicy out of your butt crack.
Yes. But how does she?
How
Does the 2-year-old say? How does she know?
Because it hurt her.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Welcome to the sit down. We're moving on from this conversation.
Yeah, wait.
Regine, we're moving on.
This is what happens when the guys are here.
And have a good sit down.
For Scott Dion Brown.
A good sit down. Yeah. Yeah, that's Anyway, so air fryer. Great idea.
Yeah. Air fryer is a great idea.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a more healthy option as well than traditional frying.
Well, here's the thing. I'm getting it because when I'm making chocolate bombs. There's literally no room in our fridge.
Yeah.
So in order to just cook things faster, just put them in the air fryer, and I'll continue to use the stove.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
I gotcha. Okay.
I'm with you.
Have you, Regina? Have you ever used the? Do you guys have an instant pot? Do you guys use the instant pot?
No.
I don't have an
you
instant
guys
pot. I have a
have
crock pot.
We have an instant pot. We use it for many things.
You make cake out of your
Risottos.
instant pot?
No, I've never made a cake in there. We usually make curries. We make a curry. We'll make a risotto. We'll make soups sometimes.
Yeah, you're vegetarian now.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. I'm a vegetarian. Yeah, I went vegetarian. You know what it is? I don't know if you guys have seen this documentary on Netflix called Game Changers. Have you heard of that?
yes.
I watched
So
it,
I watched-
but I'm still not a vegetarian.
Well, I watched it and I was just like, oh, I guess I'll just try being a vegetarian for a while, and I've kind of just been one for, I don't know, several months now.
You've been
Cool.
one since quarantine started.
Yeah, I guess so.
Have you
It's
noticed in your energy or in your body's kind of response? Yeah.
With your skin.
I don't know. I feel fine. I don't.
Guys, he has 2 drinks in him. Don't ask him how he's feeling.
I'm feeling good. I feel great. No, it's I think. Well, here's the thing though. So, like, my girlfriend's already a vegetarian. She was one for many years, and so because of that, I was already eating a lot of vegetarian meals. You know, like I would still eat meat. Like if we go to a restaurant or something, you know, she'll get a vegetarian meal and I'll order whatever, a meat something. But at home, most of the time, if we're cooking together, like I would very rarely cook something meaty for myself. So I was already kind of used to eating vegetarian meals. So for me to switch to full vegetarian, it was really only cutting out a few things. So I was already mostly there. So I don't know. Do I feel better? I feel fine. I don't know.
Nice.
It just they made a case in this documentary about how it's better for your blood pressure and stuff, and I was just like, okay, well I'll just try it. I'll just try it out. I'll just see.
At least you're not
But
vegan.
have you guys? I
it'd
feel
be
like
harder.
vegan's too hard. Yeah, vegan, because vegan you can't have eggs and you can't have any milk.
You can't have
and-
a chocolate bomb.
Oh.
Exactly, I can't have chocolate. Exactly, yeah. And I like eggs and all that stuff, but yeah. Have you guys gone to any? Have you guys been to a movie theater since this thing started?
I'm
No,
starving
wait.
for movies.
No, just been to. Actually, one of the things we did early like pandemic times, we retreated away from Toronto and went to our family home in Peterborough, and looking to create sort of like social activities. We set up like a little bar in the basement of Mom's house and put a projector on the wall and played
nice.
the 10 Olympics. And that was like the closest thing to a movie theater that we have visited. But it was like, knowing it was the 2010 Olympics and it's in the past, and we could look up the results, we still got super stoked about each event that was coming on.
Yeah.
So you were able to.
Actually,
How did? Oh, sorry, Sarah. Continue.
We pulled out the Monopoly money, and someone would take a shift being the bartender, and you had to be a better bartender and get more Monopoly money from all the other patrons.
That's awesome.
Oh. Who won? Who was the best bartender?
What?
Who was the best bartender?
Garsh wasn't there.
Oh.
So by default.
Got the most tips.
I see. So what did you have to do? What did you find, pushed you over the edge to get the most tips?
Well, what I found was a little bit unconventional in that normally within the hospitality industry, you think about really paying attention to your clients and taking care of them. What I did was something a little bit deft and oblique, and I used a fair amount of ignoring tactics where I would literally ignore my clientele. And I think this created a demand and a mystique of bartending.
Yeah, Mystique for sure.
So at one point, I was even on a conversation with a completely unrelated person on my phone, and I was ignoring them, and I think they liked that, and just gave me a little bit more of
Yeah.
like grasp you, you know. So I think that's really what pushed me over the edge.
You know what it is? It pushed it to like that sort of that high end feel where like the person comes to the bar and they feel like, wow, it's like, am I even allowed to be in here? Like this bar is so high end. Like
really, like I feel like a nobody, and then they'll feel like they're somebody.
And then when you finally give them their drink, they're like, thank you. Like, wow, really? I get one of those? Amazing. So kind of just a total U-turn from what you would expect, but there you go.
Yeah.
And how were the 2010 Olympics? Did we do well? How'd we do?
How did we do?
In 2010?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a good year for us. It was an amazing year. Yeah, so many events that we shined in. It was amazing. I mean, I wasn't there, but everybody.
It was 10 years.
He was inspired by the host of the Amazing Race Canada, which was another source of entertainment we were tapping at the time. And what's his name? The host of that, I can't remember his name right now, was an Olympian in 2010. And he was skeleton or luge or I forget which one, but he was on the icy sled doom slide, and then he went on to be the most charming host of Amazing Race Canada.
Would you guys ever do Amazing Race? Sorry.
Would I do a race?
Yeah, would you ever do it?
In a heartbeat.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Actually, I feel like you guys would be good at that. I think.
Can you do a trio? So it's like the three of you.
You have producers. It's always the duos, you know.
I think we would also do really well on that show called The Floor Is Lava.
Oh my God! You guys should. Sorry, I just got.
I have not heard of this. I've heard of the game Floor Is Lava. Is this a show based on that game?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
it's on Netflix. You should watch it. Oh my God, you guys should sign up for it, and I'll totally watch it.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
The Floor Is Lava.
Great show. Go check it out.
It's funny.
It's got that quality to it where sometimes the people on it annoy you so much you kind of want to reach out to the TV and just shake them.
Or just tell them to shut up because all they do is talk about it and they don't actually do anything.
I think you need those people. You need those types of people in those types of shows. You need to have the people you're cheering for, but you also have to have the people that just you really love to hate. You know, I think that's part of the it's part of the appeal of those types of shows. You got to have those.
I love when they fall into.
That's it.
Yeah, sucker.
So wait, do they actually? How does it work? They've built an entire set?
Yep.
The floor is legit.
I guess I should just.
Lava.
Yeah.
And it's like a game show. It's a game show type thing.
Yep. And the people, they enter the room, and there are all these obstacles they have to climb through to get to the other side. And there's retracting stairs, so they create stakes within a time limit. And the floor is this bubbling red liquid.
Maybe it's actually Caesars that you're falling into.
That's what it is.
Whoa.
You just fall into a big Caesar.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I'd be down to dive in.
Wait. You're telling me? Wait. So the people die when they fall in, right?
They disappear from the TV show. But I don't think they die.
You see them again at the end.
Oh well, no. If it's not real, I have no interest, guys. If it's not real.
It's not hard
I
to
wouldn't encourage these guys to do the game show if they actually die.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good point.
Honestly,
So you guys should do it. You should join the game. I totally watch it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to. I've never even heard of this. It's on Netflix.
Yep.
There's a lot of game shows on Netflix.
Yeah, they're starting to kind of absorb the mainstream television channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to poke out the public network.
I was telling Scott about that. Is it called Sing It? I don't remember what it's called. That singing game.
Oh, yeah, I've watched that.
I was like, Scott, you should sign up for it. I think you'd do well.
Yeah, where they go on and it's basically like live karaoke.
Karaoke, yeah.
Cool.
Huh.
And they do they'll do an analysis of how close you are to the pitch, and whoever has the best kind of pitch wins. Yeah, and they'll have these money notes you can hit, and you can win money by hitting the big note. It's cool.
I don't know that one.
I haven't really watched many game shows on Netflix, but I've seen some reality TV shows.
Yeah.
like Love Is Blind. I don't know if you guys watched Love Is Blind.
Watch that. It's like
Yeah.
it's so magnetic, and so you're just like, I can't stop. You know.
I watched it in one day.
What?
There you go.
I binged it, and Scott's like, "Have you watched Love Is Blind? You should watch it. We could talk about it on the show." The next, like, a few hours later, I'm like, "Okay, I'm done."
Oh God.
Yeah, that's a crazy show.
Have you watched The Circle?
No.
I didn't watch The Circle. No, that was the
I
social
watched
media
all
based one, right?
Seasons, yeah, or all 3 countries. I binged it too.
Just getting it done.
Have
You know what I
guys-
just finished binging? It took me 2 weeks to do. I binged Friends from season 1 to 10.
Wow,
All right, nice.
that's big.
That's a big binge.
It was. I mean, I was making chocolate bombs, so.
You enjoy it?
Did you enjoy it?
I did. I would laugh at it, and then my fiance would be like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, "Shh, I'm watching." He didn't get it, but
Obviously,
now I'm
Joe-
gonna binge.
Yeah.
What's that show? Emily in Paris or Emily in something?
Oh yeah, I watched that. Emily in Paris. Yeah,
Is it good?
Yeah, I watched that
Everyone's
one.
like, "You should watch it."
it's pretty good. It's about a girl who goes to American who goes to Paris and then has to adjust to French culture. I enjoyed it. It was fine. It was good.
Scott, you
I didn't watch
binged-
every episode. It was fine. It was fine. It was good. You notice I'm getting? Do I look red to you guys?
You've always looked red.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a little. Whoa! What is that?
Is that an onion ring?
Like a sesame breading? I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
That is the most random
like
thing
a-
I think you guys have brought on the show.
I'm not patient.
Mm.
Did you guys make those? Did you guys make those?
In the air fryer.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like some ASMR going on when Jonathan bit into it.
Yo,
Do it again, do it again, do it again. You gotta bite into it into the camera.
Oh, you want? Okay.
ASMR.
That's good. Over there. Goodness gracious.
That's awesome.
Those look good.
Now Scott's
Yo.
like, Scott's a vegetarian.
speaking of TV shows, you guys know Jersey Shore, obviously, right?
I'm
Yes.
I'm low key
So-
obsessed with this show.
So there's also, I found out recently, I went to a friend's house and they put on a show which is like the UK version of Jersey Shore. Has anybody ever?
Okay.
Is it like
No.
what is it called?
I can't remember the name, but
Geordie Shore?
Geordie Shore.
Yes, I've heard of that, but I haven't watched it.
Holy smokes! If you're looking for something that's like polarizing, where it's got that equal parts kind of magnetizing garbage, but like for some reason,
That's
you know,
right
it's
up my alley.
like dumpster diving, you're like, I can't get my grimy paws out of this dumpster, but I hate it and I love it.
Those are
Watch
the kinds of
Geordie
shows
Shore.
I love to watch. Like
Yeah.
I watched, Teen Mom came back. There's new Teen Mom or 16 and Pregnant. There's new 16-year-olds that are getting knocked up, and they created a new series of it. I watch MTV. I'm gonna admit to it.
That is a yeah. Those are some rich titles. Very very flavorful television. Or like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Did you ever used to watch that? I used to
No,
love-
I didn't. I watched 90 Day Fiance. There's
Oh
a
my-
new show called I Love a Mama's Boy, and it's like these couples where they're legit dating a mama's boy, and the mom is in like every single shot of like their date, or a mom has gone like lingerie shopping with the boyfriend.
They should call it Momzilla. Like, my word.
I'm dating a mom.
So the mom is just deeply involved in every aspect of the kid's life.
Yeah, so imagine you, your girlfriend, and your
Put it that
mom,
way.
and your mom is coming with you to buy lingerie for your girlfriend.
That sounds great.
I mean,
Sounds
Sounds great.
It sounds
your
like
mom's probably watching.
right before 16 and Pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
My goodness.
Uh,
We certainly do like to have fun here on the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
We
we
do.
certainly do. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what, guys? We have a lot of fun here on this channel. Hey, hit that like button, all you guys, for tuning in. Thank you
Yeah.
guys.
There's
for
9
being
people
here.
watching right now.
That's true. There are. Hi. Hi, all of you.
Hi, guys.
hey,
And
y'all.
hey, y'all.
Scott,
And
your
it's,
blood
well-
in the background.
You know, I feel like, because especially I haven't eaten anything, like I feel warm. Like I feel warm.
Well, you've had 2 drinks on an empty stomach. That's what you get.
Nice.
Whiskey for
Well,
breakfast.
it's not empty. It's full of quisky. A little bit of quisky.
Whiskey. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's catching on.
Good old Canadian whiskey.
I don't think I've
That's
ever
tasty.
had whiskey.
No?
You've never had whiskey? Wow.
Like not even a sip. Like
You know what it is? I've
It's,
I've always looked at whiskey to be like an old man's drink. I mean, I am younger than you guys, but I'm not calling you old.
Oh my goodness.
I was just telling Scott before we called you, I'm going to be 30 in 5 months, and I don't know how I
Girl.
feel about that.
Welcome. Saturn
Yeah,
Saturn
exactly.
returns. Welcome. It's nice up here.
Yeah.
Honestly, it really is.
Yeah.
The water seems cold from afar, and then once you get your body in there, you're like, oh yeah, this is great. This is my new. This is me. This is better than me.
Yeah.
So when I'm on my way to 40, I'll ask you guys how that is too, okay?
Absolutely. At that point, we'll check in again.
It's going to be amazing,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. Obviously, it'll be just a brand new, delicious piece of cake.
It's going to be the new 30.
we'll check in on the whatever episode of the sit down that is. We'll all
Like 10 years from now.
we'll,
Yes.
well,
Wasn't-
who knows? That would be something if we were still doing it then. I mean, maybe. I mean, is there any reason to stop?
I don't think so.
I
No.
don't know.
Imagine the sit
There
down
isn't,
in
right?
10 years. What would that be like?
It'll be
Would we be
virtual
like
reality.
Oprah?
It'll be
Yeah.
VR.
Yes. We can play
Oh yeah, that'd be cool if we had like
hand games.
That's it.
Like Garson has
Yeah.
this really cool game he taught me. I think his grandpa taught him. It's called Slappy Dappy. Do you know about that?
I actually have no idea how playing Slappy Dappy. It's really complicated.
It's a really charming game that Garson's.
You know it better than I do. Why don't you
I
Would it
go?
be like the Ellen game show
I
where
was
she has
there
like
one time watching you and your grandpa play Slappy Dappy.
No, my grandpa said you were really good.
At beginner's luck.
Can we get a sample? Is there a way we can get a taste of what this what this
Yeah.
what this business
Yeah.
entails?
Oh my God.
Lay it out.
do you slap each other in the face?
That's exactly what it is. It's just a slapping competition.
You
It's
slap
crazy.
your grandpa?
Grandfather. Yeah. But it's this charming thing they would do.
He's got big hands.
Nothing like a couple coffees in the backyard with sit down Scott Dion Brown, Kensington Market, Silver Lining Edition.
Yeah, thanks for having us
I gotta
on.
say,
Alaina.
And Regine
And
Alaina.
Regine Alaina.
yeah. You know what? In fact, I meant to mention earlier. It's not as prominent now as it was earlier. But there was a stretch where, right behind you guys, there was like this sunbeam flashing through the camera. And so there was just this beautiful lens flare like pouring across the screen, and it just made your entire like setting just so angelic and peaceful. And I was like, wow, like it just looks like the perfect time to just be out there, just having a nice sit down.
So is
And
it not
it's not.
anymore?
Let me see. No, there was an evident like star
No, I
shaped like
saw it, yeah.
like the
Yeah.
beams of light just pouring through earlier. And you know what it just says that this is truly a blessed day. You know what I mean?
It is.
It is.
Indeed.
It is, 100%.
It is
I
indeed.
mean, it's Sunday, so.
The day is full of bless.
I honestly wish you guys were like mobile right now and you could just pick up your microphones and step out the door because it
I
is.
can.
Yeah.
Can you?
I can't. I've run out of the house before.
Oh my God, it's
Oh
so
yeah,
nice.
that's true.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish I could. I can't. In fact, actually, one thing I've done since you guys were last on is I've gotten myself a new PC and it's an actual desktop. So it would be quite a big deal for me to lug the two monitors in the tower outside.
Yeah, dude. Like a broadcast.
It would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make
I would like to do. We have talked about trying to do an episode outdoors. If we were to do it,
That today.
it's nice enough. Yeah, that's true. This is probably like the last good weekend where we could have done it. Where we go up to go up to the old studio and we'd have to just run all the cables outside to the backyard
Mhm.
and do it there. It'd be a bit of setup, but I feel like that would have been amazing.
God would
That
like
would've been
push
amazing.
me away from him. He'd be like, go to the other side.
That's the thing, yeah. We're not in the same bubble. We're not in the same bubble.
Hey,
I mean,
you know,
it's-
that's actually interesting. Like in the spring, when the weather gets nice again, you know, if we're still in the same kind of social constraints that we are now, you could have live music, because if you're outside, you could do the show and effectively social distance. You know?
We didn't even
Yeah.
do anything in the summer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was crazy.
Well, that's because yeah, that's the thing. We kind of fell into, like, one thing I have liked about doing it over Skype like this is we've been able to have guests on from like outside of the country, or even just like outside of sort of the GTA, which we've never been able to do before, right? Like we interviewed people in the US, we had some people in the UK, we had people in, you know, Western Canada as well. So that's been pretty cool, which I've liked. And I think even once we go back to being in person, we could still do episodes where we bring people on from you know,
Different
wait.
part.
outside of our immediate area. But that is the thing I do miss, is like when we had you guys on, you guys were able to play live, like in studio. Like I felt like right before this all hit, I felt like we were kind of hitting that stride of it's just it was feeling like this really cool thing where, you know, yeah, they come in and we're all here and we're chatting, and then the artist goes over there and they play, and I really miss that. I really want to get back to that. There was something so special about about that, you know. I mean,
Next year.
I'm yeah. That's the thing. I've got to think next year it's got to be back to normal, right? Like I feel like it's got to be.
I hope so.
I mean, this has already been longer than anybody thought it was, but isn't it just like, I feel like next year it's got to be back to normal.
It's gotta be optimistic. Maybe they already wrote a song about it being over next year, Scott. We wouldn't know because they haven't released it yet.
Yeah.
That's right. I'll check your next album, and then we'll know for sure.
Yeah.
And then we'll know for sure.
Or maybe The Simpsons have already created an episode and we
Didn't
haven't
realize.
caught on.
Honestly.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest,
hope-
most wonderful thing that's happened to you during, like, since March?
The weirdest or most memorable?
Weirdest and most wonderful
Weirdest
thing.
and wonderful. Like,
Oh,
weirdest,
I was like,
weirdest
what?
good. Weirdest good.
Regine, you want to go first?
No,
I don't
you
know if
go
I have
first.
one, but the weirdest and most wonderful.
I mean, throughout the entire pandemic, I've basically just planned my wedding. Does that count?
That's pretty wonderful.
That is super.
I got engaged right before the pandemic hit and then planned my wedding throughout the pandemic.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Hi, Joe. Thank you for following on DLive. Hi. Oh, we got a couple people showing up. Monique Redlawn. I'm waiting for the Among Us live stream. Among Us live stream Thursday, and I do remember you. How are you, Monique? Hi. Mickey Mouse and his 40K frying pan. Hi there, Mickey Mouse and his 40K frying pan. Hi. Welcome to the show. We're interviewing Silver Lining. Yeah, weirdest thing. So Regine, you got engaged in planning wedding. That's pretty wonderful.
huge.
Weirdest. I don't know.
Got
Has there been
started
that many
shooting.
weird things? That's probably it. I mean, the weird thing is, yeah, like I think it's pretty safe to say, if the pandemic hadn't happened, I probably wouldn't be regularly live streaming video games.
Wait, you
Right.
have
And
a
the
lot
weird
more
part.
subscribers now.
Well, that's the thing, is that like it's through streaming that my YouTube channel is monetized, the audience is bigger, and like it's also impacting everything, like regular videos and also the sit down, is that a lot of people who come and tune in are people from the gaming stream. So it's like it's the first time I've kind of built like a regular audience, which has been pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think
So-
that counts. That's like,
Yeah,
we
I'd say so.
expected it happened, but it did happen because of this, and that makes it weird and wonderful.
Yeah. What about you guys? Do you have any? What about you guys? Weird and wonderful. What would you say?
What about you, Gears?
Weird and wonderful. Huh. Oh, nice. Weird and wonderful. Gosh, that is a bit of a stumper. But one of the first thing that comes to mind is I always wanted to set up a bit of a recording studio at my house. Always kind of had most of the pieces, but not quite the entire puzzle. And I want to say within the first week or two of kind of staying inside, you just have that day where you're like, I could do literally anything today apart from going outside. But like, I have no job, no objective, or like, what am I going to do? Just grab like grandma's puzzle and like build it? Like literally name it and let's go. And I just, I called up Steven and he helped me set up my like music interface between my microphones and my laptop and get me going with the right software. And like within that day, I had a recording studio in my house and I started doing some songwriting. Right. And then I sent some tracks over to John Cullen, who is just taking a little coffee break. He'll be back in a minute. And we started collaborating online. I'd never sent pieces of songs, like just little snippets or sometimes bigger snippets back and forth, and had people produce or compose in that, like have the conversation be like that before. So that was weird and wonderful.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that sounds pretty great. Hey, Reverse Unknown, welcome to the show. Hi, how are you, Reverse Unknown? We're here with Silver Lining, celebrating our 2-year birthday here on the Sit Down. If you guys have any questions for the band, please feel free to ask them. But yeah, I'd say that definitely qualifies. It's it's weird because a lot of the stuff that's happened through the whole pandemic, like I do feel like, you know, I guess it's just making the best of it. But I have done a bunch of things that, one, I don't think I necessarily would have done otherwise, but I've definitely been beneficial. So maybe it is just that when something gets added into your life that it wasn't really planned, and it's not obvious, it's obviously not a positive thing, but at the same time, I guess when it's an obstacle of some kind, I guess it forces you to kind of overcome it in some way or deal with it. And maybe I guess that sort of forces, I don't know, innovation or just something you got to do, you know?
Picks up your routine, and you're like, the whole thing gets scrambled, which is upsetting, but also it's an opportunity for some positive change. I think I started a YouTube channel. I started this whole since March, and like going into isolation and spending so much time basically shut down from all of the main focuses. Started doing stuff that I was like, okay, so what's some things that I've been meaning to do for years, and like now is just the time. And a couple of things were like a couple of little purchases, like for the sailboat, I wanted to get those mini scuba setups that we were talking about earlier. And another thing was I've been meaning to like really give producing paintball, like combat sports content a good go for years, and just never quite got around to it.
Oh.
So and started doing it, and very short, like maybe 3 weeks in, got invited to join this like semi-pro sponsored team. The whole thing is just kind of like blown up over the last month, and so I want to make a little plug. They're called the 48th Highlanders. It's a team of just really, really big-hearted people who are just trying to rep some nice brands and like add more like immersion and just participation to cool events. And my bro and I were invited to join them, and so we built these ghillie suits, basically, these like camouflage systems that make you look like a bush, and they just like started causing a splash in the whole community. And just
is he wearing one right now?
Huh?
Is he putting one on right now?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. No, he's been sitting there the whole time, but we can't see him.
He's a fence.
Why is that bush talking to me? Just at a birthday party for one of Canada's biggest content producers for paintball content. His name is Alabaster Slim on YouTube and Instagram and everything. And I think also like when he's not playing real life stuff, he's playing video games and streaming them and that kind of thing. And I want to give a shout out to him and his team called Vice, which I shouldn't say his team, but it's kind of like a co-op thing. They're called Vice, They produce some really entertaining content and have been doing so for like 10 years, like since it really first began. And we suddenly were invited to participate in this whole community of people that's kind of exclusive and very difficult to break into, I'd say. And that is my biggest weird and wonderful thing of COVID.
That's awesome.
I should also
so
say,
cool.
going to these events and stuff is all it's run by professional like field owners, and the restrictions are carefully observed, and like everyone's social distancing and wearing masks, and it's bizarrely one of the most responsible social gatherings that I've experienced so far during quarantine times. But yeah, weird and wonderful getting invited to play on this team, the 48th Islanders, with some of Canada's biggest content producers on YouTube and Instagram.
That's awesome.
That's so cool. So are you planning, or have you already started producing like YouTube paintball content of your own as well?
Yeah.
Sweet. Where can we find that so we can put that so we can send people over to it? Oh.
Are they frozen?
Did we?
Sorry if
There
you
you
guys
go.
can hear us or speak.
Okay, we cut out for a
What
moment.
happened?
Let's see if we can get them back. But they're frozen for a moment. We'll see if they can come back for us.
But in the meantime,
Well, I mean,
Bob,
may-
what happened to your decorations?
Oh yeah, some. Oh wait,
might be catching up
are they
now.
back?
Oh yeah, we're getting you back.
Okay, hello. Are you guys there? Hey. All right, where can people find the paintball content? Oh,
They're in
they
and
kind of
out.
look a little bit.
Say something, Scotty.
He is fake.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. For some reason, it's super quiet. I don't know what's going on. We got the volume
Oh.
jacked.
You guys froze for
Oh, wait.
a bit.
Is it better now? Can you hear us?
Is everything cool? And
We're not able to hear you right now.
yeah.
We're
Oh,
not
no.
talking.
Shoot.
If you
We can hear-
us,
we can hear
give
you
us
guys
a
very
thumbs
well.
up on the video. Okay, cool. So, continuing the story, we can't hear you right now, but I think I know why it is, and I think it'll end shortly.
Oh.
Yeah. The tag, if you're looking for this paintball content, is Captain Cullen, Cullen. That's the Instagram account. That's also on YouTube. It's a compilation of 3 cameras. There's one that I wear on the forehead. There's one on the front of the gun that looks back at me, and there's a scope camera for making shots on other people.
That's cool.
And in the videos, you'll see that whatever you could imagine those cameras would represent of the gameplay, plus a voiceover of me explaining what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, and why.
That's cool.
It's not
Cool, yeah.
There are people who've been doing this longer than me, and they produce really entertaining stuff. It's just fun to watch. The difference for me is that I'm wearing this leafy bush suit thing, and people don't see me. So I find that I'm in really unique situations where like someone will come up to me 10 feet away and just like sit down and be like, okay, so I'm just trying to figure things out, and they don't realize I'm there. So it's some pretty interesting stuff. And moreover, there are 2 of us. My bros started wearing one of these bushy, leafy ghillie suits, and they're causing a bit of a splash. I think I want one of those. So Captain Cullen is the tag for that. Now I'm
Perfect.
gonna try to figure out why we can't hear you.
Is it?
Yeah, can you guys hear us now or no?
The car turned on, and now it's trying to play through the car.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
Whoever's
Okay,
in the
well, people
car,
who are
if you
watching-
can hear us. Can you disconnect?
Like I can hear a little bit.
Yeah, we hear you like a tiny, tiny bit.
Oh wow.
Well, I just googled so I just found Captain Cullen on YouTube, and I've subscribed, and I also added the link in the description down below, everybody. So
Nice. Thank you, Scotty.
check out Captain Cullen.
I'll subscribe.
It's pretty
after
epic.
The show.
Cool. Oh, Ice is in the chat. Hey, Ice. Dang, I'm so late. I got 600 pounds of liquor. Thanks, Ice. I could use that licorice. Sounds delicious. Hi, welcome to the show.
600
Welcome to the show.
pounds
How
of
are you?
licorice?
Stop the car.
Can you hear us now?
Sorry, guys. We're still troubleshooting over here.
No problem. We can hear you guys perfect. We hear you guys perfect.
Yeah,
You're like,
I can
So
hear
at
you
least
just a
that's-
tiny bit. I don't know what's going on. But we've got the volume
So some-
jacked.
Are you using a phone?
We're using a phone.
Maybe check to see if it's coming from the speakers or the actual.
Check to see what? Say that one more time.
Check to see where the volume or the noise is coming from. Like, is it coming from the actual phone speakers or speakers?
Yeah,
or like
she's saying, where is the volume coming from?
If you click
coming
your
from the
phone,
phone.
you'll see like
Maybe it's just low battery.
oh, maybe.
Steven thinks
Oh.
it might be a
We have been going for, like-
We've been going for
We have been going
2.5
for
hours.
yeah, 2 hours. Yeah. Well, I mean, do you think maybe we could probably start to wrap things up then if the batteries are going to die anyway?
Okay.
Maybe we should.
Where are the boys at? We'll end it with you.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
No, it's fine. It's been a nice, lengthy, beautiful, wonderful episode, and I gotta say I've enjoyed every minute of it.
I did enjoy every minute of it. We talked about weird, kooky stuff. It was great. Weird drinks and milky absinthe. Oh my God, for sure the idea about the Star Wars drag show. That is like, put a pin in it.
Coming soon, everybody.
Yeah.
It's coming soon.
Coming soon to a galaxy near you.
To a galaxy near you. Exactly.
And,
yeah.
Unfortunately, we wanted to send you that song that Johnny was talking about, Smokey, in here, but we didn't put it together. But next time, we'll send some new music your way, and that would be really exciting as well.
I mean, Garson, you've been on the show the most now. How do you feel before we let you guys go?
Tons of times. Sorry, I almost heard your whole sentence, but I missed a few words.
Okay.
She was just saying, how does it feel? How does it feel to be our most
You know what? It
visited
feels great.
guest?
I love the sit down, and I try not to let it kind of inflate my ego a little bit, but I gotta tell you, it feels nice being the number one. I do have my eyes on number one for Monkey Grab or whatever Barrel of Monkeys. I'd like to hit the top of the charts for Barrel of Monkeys.
Yeah. That's another thing we definitely got to get back to that.
Yeah.
Whenever we can start to have people in studio again, because that was a big part of this show's lore and part of sort of the whole experience, and I really think we got to bring that back in some way.
Or I mean, maybe we have to do like something slightly different, like for the virtual ones. Like maybe it's not Barrel of Monkeys, but we come up with something else that's like in that.
Yeah, maybe
vein.
that's true.
I don't know.
I wonder if there's some type of
There's
game that
something
people
there.
can play. Okay, well, I'm going to put my thinking cap on. I think you're right about that, guys.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Some other challenge maybe that will work in a digital setting.
Totally.
Okay, I'm going to put my thinking cap on. All right, well, maybe we should start to wrap things up then. So, Garce, why don't you quickly just let us know, you mentioned earlier, but where can people find Silver Lining and, sort of plug all of that social media stuff, and then we'll go from there.
Silver Lining is everywhere, as we were saying, anywhere you can stream music, Spotify, YouTube, all those magical apps and social media. We are Silver Lining on Instagram. That's our handle. We are Silver Lining. And our website, We Are Silver Lining. Go on there. Check out our .com. We are silverlining.com. Yeah. The whole album is up there. Sweet merch is up there. We make our own T-shirts. So there's just awesome ways you can support us and get in touch with us and stay up to date. So please do. And thank you again for inviting us on. It's like I said, it really does put a little bit of air in my tires.
Yeah, we love having you guys on. It's a special thing. And Regine, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on YouTube. I know the link is in the description. You guys can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter at It's Regine Alaina. And do follow my pageant journey at Ms. MS Galaxy Canada. And just a quick plug-in, this week on Wednesday night at 7 p.m., I'm actually going to be interviewed by Pageantry Fanatics on Facebook. So make sure you guys tune in again this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where can people find you, Scott?
You can find me right here, where you're watching this show, youtube.com/Scott Dion Brown. twitch.tv/ScottDionBrown and dlive.tv/ScottDionBrown. And that's right, Ice. And you can all find Ice in my streams right here because Ice is always tuning in. How are you, Ice? How are you? But yeah, tune in, guys. We got gaming on this channel Monday to Fridays. We got the sit down every Sunday. And it's just a grand old time. And I want to really thank all you guys, the audience, for tuning in and being here for these 2 years. It's been a beautiful, beautiful thing. And Regine, it's been a great journey with you as well, building this show together.
Can't wait to see
wonderful.
what the sit down will look like in 10 years. But yes, it's been an amazing journey so far. It only gets better with each year, or basically each week. So I'm excited to see what goes on. And yeah, enjoy your week, everyone. Enjoy the sunshine if you're in the city of Toronto and it's beautiful outside. Again, I'm going to plug in my chocolate bombs. If you want some chocolate bombs, find me on Instagram at deliciousness_treats. And stay safe, ladies and gentlemen, please.
And Silver Lining, thank you guys so much for being here.
Our pleasure.
For this
Silver Lining
here on Silver Lining Day. Oh, and also the beautiful ray of sunshine has returned. Look at that. Look at that beautiful star-shaped ray of hope just shining through the screen.
There it is.
Beautiful. All right, everybody. Wave goodbye. We'll see you all next time.
Bye. See you next time, guys.
Bye now. Bye. Cheers.